thing. And while she pour up, you know it's a whack ass show.
It's a whack ass show.
And it's your boy Gene. Yes.
Your girl Talina.
Sex 185.
Latina Marie.
Is it the sexy one?
Yes.
You like that? It was just unexpected.
It was. It came out of nowhere out of me too.
It was just
But hey,
unexpected.
it came out.
Hey, but for real, I'm glad you said that. That lead me into this.
Niggas need to feel themselves a little more often.
Always
You know what I'm
got
saying?
I feel that. I
Let's
feel
take
that.
the shot.
Oh yeah, we can definitely take this shot.
Before
She
we
got
go.
a baby on the way, so she not. But everybody else.
So put your congrats
Cheers.
on
Cheers,
that.
actually, this is a milestone shot. This is episode 5.
Right,
A lot of
right.
people probably don't even make it past episode 2.
Okay.
Right.
So,
Fuck
shout out to y'all for still checking in. Shout out to us for still going.
Spirit fingers.
And we got one up. Cheers.
Cheers to the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Get it started.
Right. All right, so talk about sexy or whatnot. It was a couple days ago. I briefly brought it past Latina. But do you think, and no matter how good looking they are, sexy, whatever, do you think you could be friends with someone that slept with your ex?
Friends with someone that's friends.
Yep. Do you
With
think you could
someone
that slept
that
with
slept
your
with
ex?
them.
Yes.
Now,
No, you're-
currently
So
dating?
there's 3
Yeah.
people involved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm friends with this person.
No.
No.
Would you be?
Oh, I'm the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Could you be friends? And
I'm
like,
friends with this person that slept with me.
like, and the thing is, they're a cool ass friend. Like,
You're
they,
just
they
meeting
would
them
be.
and finding this out, or y'all are already.
Y'all already
Yeah,
kind
'cause I
of
think
cool.
all of that matters.
Y'all already kind of cool, but you thinking like this could be a really, really good friend for me,
Right.
and then you find out that
That
they slept with
Oh,
your
your
ex.
I think it depends on how you feel about the ex.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Yeah, I think it depends on the ex.
Because I've never had that happen, but I had a friend try to hit on my girlfriend while I was with her, and that ended our friendship.
Oh,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah, damn,
For
for damn,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
But never outside. I've never run into nobody like, oh, I date her now.
Yeah.
I don't know the guys that my exes date.
Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Normally,
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think a lot of people do. I think it's weird when people just be like super cool with their ex or like.
Yeah, that's
Really?
weird to me too, because I'm
Yeah.
not cool with none of my exes. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
like,
I am.
mean, like the ones that'll
We
be
can
like
talk,
still hitting each other. Like
Yeah,
if
we don't hang
moved
out,
on,
but
yeah,
yeah.
like, y'all
Yeah,
hang
I've
out,
never
stuff like
understood that
Like,
when
that's
that
weird
plot
to me.
is in movies.
Yeah.
That people are upset
Yes.
for you being in touch with your ex, but that's a normal reaction. I feel
Right.
like
Yeah.
why are you still in touch with them?
Right.
I think,
Like, if it's
yeah.
your ex.
I think I could be friends with an ex is someone who slept with him. If
Now, could you?
If I don't know
no, not I mean, well, if we like already started like getting cool and then I
Yeah.
just find that out, depending on the ex. But for me, all of my exes are.
yeah, I
They
kind
don't-
of
they
agree
don't
with you, because I
matter.
feel like if I'm not,
If I ain't messing with
it
you,
would only mean something to me if I'm trying to still
Right,
be
yeah,
with
right,
that person.
yeah.
Right.
So I think I think
If I'm really over them, don't want to be with them, I don't care.
Yeah. I don't
Okay,
care.
now you're friends with someone, and your friend sleeps with your ex. Like y'all were friends through your whole relationship. They know that you broke up,
Oh.
and
Oh yeah, no, we done. Because
You couldn't
that's
be
just
friends with 'em?
no, that's just a principle thing. I feel like that's weird to me too. I don't get how, like people go around the same kind of.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
dating
never get
rings.
that.
Like
either.
I
I never
that's
went.
Weird
If I
to
found
me.
out a dude did something with a girl, I never went to try to get with that girl.
Nope. Yep.
mm-mm.
I always tried to find my own.
Yep.
Mhm.
Even if I found out like a friend just liked a dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't even-
pursue
yeah.
that no
Right.
more. Like.
So what if?
she quiet.
Right.
Because I want to know, what if the situation was
Oh, you've done it.
no, no, I have not. But I want to know.
It's
if-
okay.
No, I haven't. I've never
Yeah.
slept with a friend's ex. That's
Right.
That's weird. That's
Yeah,
weird.
that
That
is
weird.
weird.
But I want to know, because I don't think I would be upset if, say, we met him at the same time. We're friends, and we meet him at the same time. We both
I like
express
damn,
that,
we
that we
Yeah,
like him, but
right.
he picks me, and once it doesn't work out,
Nope. Still, that's Ixnay.
You don't. I feel like that. I feel
Yeah,
because I already knew that you did like him.
Yeah, but
I
that's
can
an
see
initial attraction. But if we done moved forward past the attraction,
then your friend
then
needs
your
to get
friend
over the
need
fact
to
that she
get
ain't
over
gonna have
yeah.
him.
I mean, what if she just,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, because
Yeah,
if
I
my
hear what
friend's
you're
still
saying,
wishing
but-
that you gonna be with this
but
chick.
if my initial reaction or my initial attraction to you is, man, I really like you. I like your personality or whatever it is, and now I'm around you because you're dating my friend. I feel like I could understand that she couldn't just get over it.
No, she
now
better.
if you
Right, that's
just
how I feel
better-
like she better.
She better.
Soon as I start dating him,
yeah,
she needs to
you
get over
did
the
that.
fact
I
that
mean, yeah, she'll get over it to the point of you're not about to have him cheating on me with you, but
no,
if we
just
break
get over.
up,
that means
But I
basically
don't
you
know how long
harboring-
y'all gonna stay together. So
Right.
you want me just to sit here for
Yeah,
years,
I-
hoping
yeah.
that y'all break up? So that,
Yeah,
And that
you
means
need
he
to
just-
get immediately.
I mean, I've never been
Once
in
if
no
it's
situations
a
like
thing
this, but
and
I'm
he just makes the decision or she makes the decision, then
Yeah, it
after
need to
that,
be a wrap
it's-
right then
it's
and
done.
there.
I'm never. I don't even.
But
date
I see what you
people
yeah.
that any of my friends
Yeah,
would
me
be
either.
interested.
Interested. That's what I'm
Me
saying.
And
I
that's
don't-
why I'd
yeah.
be confused as to how people be getting in these
Yeah, me either.
situations. Because why are y'all dating the same type of
Yeah,
people?
or the same people.
Right.
Yeah,
Like-
like and even like in high school, I thought that was weird. Like a group of friends, guys and girls. Like if one guy was dating a girl, like say 3 of the girls out the friend group was on the cheerleading team, and one guy was dating one of the girls, they would break up, and a few weeks later he'd be talked to, and it'd be like,
It'd just be weird.
that's weird. Even
I
And
feel
like
like
coming up,
that's
I thought it
him
was
being
weird too.
trifling,
When
though.
dudes
but
used
that's
to
them
be
being
like,
trifling
I mean,
too,
they're
'cause
just
they
not being
don't-
loyal, but he's being trifling. Because why you going in the same circle?
But
Cause
that
that's what
happens
dudes do.
so
That's what I'm
often.
saying. Like
That's
that's why I
more
thought it was
common than
weird.
women.
Like
Yeah.
That's
even
so
me
trash.
coming up, I remember dudes used to be like, they see my girls, I'm talking like, dang, D, where'd you find it?
Right.
Cause I just, y'all know, like I
Right.
very rarely
Right.
dated even any girls from my school.
I was gonna say
I
that was
never
my
dated-
reason
right.
for not dating.
Like I always
anybody
dated
at
girls
my
at other
school.
schools,
never-
and then I would always find the girls who was like, y'all, they really quiet.
Yep.
They ain't really.
They
a lot
could
of
be
dudes ain't
known
messing
or
with-
whatever,
yeah,
but they wasn't going to school.
and they wasn't in the
Right.
circles that
No.
Right.
I was in.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
was-
none of the
yeah.
guys knew the girls that I was
Right,
messing
right.
with. So it's just like I
yeah.
just always been like that. Cause if I know you messing with this girl, I don't wanna.
I don't want nothing to do
Yeah,
with
I don't even want
that.
nothing to do with that. Like in the back of my head, I know you didn't hit this, bro.
Right. Even if you haven't, like, it's just...
No, but even if you haven't, I'm thinking you have,
Right.
bro. Like,
So the other question you had asked me was, would you be okay with your ex and your ex-friend dating? Now you're no longer friends with this person and you're no longer with him or her. Would that
It
bother
would
you?
irritate me, and then I would have
oh, I lied. I
speculation.
do know one guy.
I would have speculation
That
on
something
that.
was
Yeah,
going
y'all,
on.
something was going on in
Daniel.
the first place.
Yeah.
You're the only one that I know.
Yeah.
But really, I've never known.
He
no
did
girl.
it to an extreme. You did it
Yeah.
with family. You
Yeah.
That wasn't even just
He just
friends.
like-
Anyway,
He did it like he had like a. He did it like he had some payback in his heart. that
Right,
He just
yeah,
wanted
right.
to like.
Yeah.
He's
Just
like, I
wow.
couldn't get Latina.
It was in moon
I
boats.
couldn't get.
Martinique.
Like for
Like,
real,
yeah,
yeah, I couldn't get Martinique.
Couldn't keep London.
Right.
Right.
He went
Like,
through the-
Just
you
try.
just gonna try.
He was
it.
trying to get a
Everybody.
covert
Like
woman.
I said, dudes will do that. It's
Yeah.
more rare for you to
Yeah.
find women doing that.
Yeah,
Man.
like a woman going to through all the brothers.
Mhm.
Right.
I
So,
really
but
don't
do
even
you-
know no woman being
Yeah.
like I was with all of them.
But if you
Girls
do,
say it as
if she-
revenge.
if
They
she-
say it.
right.
They threaten it.
Yeah.
But if you do come across the woman, is that like in men's head a hoe?
If
Is that where that
If I
If
come
she,
across her-
because if a guy run through a group of girlfriends,
a guy
he the man. But if a girl run through a group
Oh, yeah,
of
to me,
guy
no,
friends,
he's a hoe.
yeah, he's
but
a
why?
hoe too.
But why is either a hoe?
That's just my opinion.
Because
That's the
No, we
definition.
But it's
already
all
had this
consensual.
conversation. We know that your definition of a hoe ain't the same as other people's.
Yeah, mine ain't. Because I feel
And
like
that's
if
why I'm
you-
saying now,
if
that's
you
my
go-
opinion of
But
what
what's
it
the
is. Like,
definition of a hoe? I don't.
Right.
Technically
That's me.
know.
I don't really.
I don't really
get
know the real
Yeah.
definition, but Talina was saying like what she thinks it is to, in her opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and
What-
it's not the same as what I think.
What do you think a hoe is?
You getting ran through, like
But what does that mean?
I only think that because I know I'm not out here like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if I find out about you, You out here
So
like
her
that.
body count is bigger than yours.
Right, not bigger than mine, just as big.
It's large.
So what is
Right.
your
Because
definition?
any girl
back to
probably
the question. But back to the question we had before: what is a big body count? Because y'all was, and I really would like to know what people consider a large body count.
I think that varies from person as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I
But
think
what's your
for some people,
definition
if
of a
you
hoe?
get into double digits,
I just think a hoe
I
is
know
just
out
like
here.
if anywhere you go and you talking about this girl, somebody can overhear you and
No,
be like,
I think-
But what
had
if
that.
she's? But what
Or-
if she's the one that's like?
Because it's rare. I'm not gonna go out nowhere and hear a bunch
I
of people
think
saying they had you
But I think it's rare because
or
women
had
just,
you. You know what I'm saying? Or
I
had.
think it's more rare because women aren't
Expected
yeah,
to do that.
or they don't like spread their business. They don't like with guys like it gets around a lot further and easier
Right.
for some reason when y'all sleep with a lot of people. But with
It's
with
because the
girls,
dudes is telling other dudes.
girls
they telling
tell
their
other-
homeboys,
But it's like
like-
girls are more secretive about their sex life, even if they telling people. Because if the woman feels like I'm single, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Why?
But
she
how
gotta be
often
looked
do
at as-
women in the
I think it's more
conversations come
often.
across that? Oh, you slept with him too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that's
That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, women
If
will
I'm in
do
a
it. They
circle,
just don't do it in a
that-
in
that's-
circles.
But I don't
as
think
much.
that that's not happening. I think
don't
it's
either.
just not happening in
As
our
much.
group. Like,
Maybe.
it's just
Right,
not
yeah.
happening in our experience because I have definitely spoken to girls where, like, in inner city schools and stuff, where they are experiencing that, and I'm just like, why though? Like, why is this what y'all are experiencing? Why does everybody want to be with this one guy? What is
Right.
he doing that's making y'all be this ignorant for him?
Right, it is what it is.
But
You pulling them.
but like I had told y'all before, I just feel like if male or female, if you single specifically, really, and you just doing what you want to do and you're
Yeah.
exploring your
Yeah, 'cause I
sexual
feel like
self,
you can do what
then
you want.
then I feel like
But
you
also-
well
also,
within
like,
your
as a
bounds to do
man,
whatever.
I want a woman that I know you've had sex or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing, but I want a woman that is not out there though. That
I'll
everywhere,
say-
not just
everywhere
gonna
I'm
hear
going,
about.
I'll say
dudes
a
looking
hoe
at me like,
is anybody that's just willing to give it up without
No kind of.
Right.
reservations at
Yeah,
all.
you
Like
got
I just need
numerous-
some dick.
but that's
Or
why
I
you
just
would have a
want-
lot though.
yeah.
That's why your body count would be high though.
Well,
so
no,
that's,
because some people have fuck buddies for that, and
Yeah.
so that's where that came from for the thing of I don't want to just have
Have
sex
so
with
many,
any and
yeah.
everybody.
yeah, but that's a fuck buddy. He's
But
talking about
no, I'm saying that's what would keep a
somebody
girl
who
from being a hoe.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, so
having
they're
a-
not a hoe. He's
Right.
just saying what he thinks a hoe is. And I'm
So
like,
what do you think?
so that would make your body count high if
Right.
you're doing that.
Right.
I just want to
If it's
sleep
in
with
that
any and
Right.
everybody. I don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you think a hoe is? Because you
I
said
don't-
y'all definition.
I don't really think. Like I agree with that what Trent said, but I like you,
You
were
still
saying.
don't even think that's
Yeah,
a hoe.
well, I don't
Yeah,
because
I don't
I
either.
feel like when people are doing whatever they want to do, as long as like I just really feel like as long as you're not attached to
But, like,
somebody else, then
I'm
and
saying it
that's
like
what I
this
would know.
because I've heard
But
women
I
be
do
like,
agree with what you're
but
saying.
I've heard women say something like, "He not that cute, but he probably still gonna get it tonight." You're not even
Yeah.
into this guy, and you still gonna
Right.
sleep with him.
But
That's a
they say
hoe to
that.
me. He's a hoe. I don't say it's
Yeah, I don't.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're a hoe.
The sex don't matter to me because I know dudes like I would call Ricky a hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we was in high school, I don't know what he do now, but
Right.
I
he's in high
feel
school.
like
You was trying to anything
anybody.
walking,
Yeah.
bro.
Right.
So you a hoe to me.
See,
like,
I feel like if you want to have sex with anything that's walking, that's on you. I think what makes you a hoe is if you're attached to somebody and you still just fucking anything
Yeah.
that's walking.
and see,
I
as a
think
man,
that's
I
Yes,
just
just
that's,
want
wanna
to
yes,
feel.
that's a
Even
cheater,
though
but
I
at the
know-
same time, you're a hoe.
Yeah.
Right, and even though I
you
know
don't
as a
care.
man, I just want to feel like I'm the only one you've been
Right,
with.
right,
And
right.
I
Even
know
that-
you
even
deal with
women
other people.
want-
Yeah.
Women want
But
to
I
feel
just
that
want to
too.
feel like
Yeah.
I'm the only one though.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I can
and
definitely
that's
agree
when
with that.
when the whole thing come into play for me. If I can go anywhere, go a lot of places, and I keep,
Oh yeah,
I'm
for
here
sure. You don't want to
snickering
hear
about
that
that.
your person
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
out here doing that.
right, and that's what I'm like.
But
Oh, so
I
you a
still
hoe?
wouldn't consider you a hoe for that. But it's just
Yeah. But I would rather you be upfront about like
Right,
hey,
as
when we
long
go
as I
up
know
there-
that
Right,
that's what
like I know all
happened.
these niggas because I
I don't
slept with them all.
Right,
Like,
I
tell
don't want
me
to be
that.
surprised by what I'm
Then I'll be
hearing.
like, oh well, okay, we gonna go somewhere else.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's one thing. As long as I know how to enter a situation,
Right.
I don't want to be blindsided.
Exactly.
Like,
Because
Yeah.
I
hey,
could
bro,
fly
that's your
all the way to,
girl.
I don't know, Timbuktu and meet a girl. I don't know your past out of this.
Right.
But if you make me feel like I'm the only one, I don't care. You could have slept with 500 dudes.
right.
I don't know. But because I don't know them, It don't affect me that way.
I
You know what I'm
sincerely
saying?
feel like a hoe is somebody who is attached to somebody else.
I
If
think-
you
I
go
think
out and
that-
flirt with other people knowing you're in a relationship, if you go out
'Cause
and
I feel like I see what y'all saying.
I feel
Right.
like that's a subcategory of a
Yeah, I feel like that's a
Yeah.
sub.
I just
Only
feel
because
like
you like have no.
you
no,
just
it's
have no
almost your
respect
morals,
for
like,
yourself,
it's
like or
whatever.
your.
But
or
and
the
I'm not
people you
saying
gonna
that
be
there's men
with.
out there that don't want hoes, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
now
Oh, yeah,
imagine,
for
imagine
sure.
a woman
For
who slept with
sure.
every
Yeah.
single dude in California, or any dude that she could that was willing to sleep with her, who didn't, they don't got morals or nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
There's still a dude out there who will marry this woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
To me, no, you through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every dude he
I
through.
wonder
he
There's
through.
somebody for everybody.
I wonder
that's for
if-
sure.
Right, and that's what be
lesbians-
weird to
That's
me.
for
Like,
sure.
I wonder if lesbians have that.
and see,
this
and that's
conversation.
different to me too.
I
Lesbians to
think
me
that's
is a different thing
Yeah.
because I don't know, it's just different.
You don't.
'Cause you're a
do-
man.
So
Yeah.
okay, so if a girl is
Like, do
bisexual,
y'all think
do you
men
think
that are gay is sexy?
it's not
Sometimes
sexy?
it's not
Like,
not
would y'all
sexy.
want to see two dudes?
I would watch it.
See, that's crazy.
It depends.
Right,
It
because I would
depends.
watch two
I
women.
mean, I'm not about to watch two ugly men, but
Right.
No, I'm just
or two
saying.
sloppy men.
I mean,
but
no, I wouldn't watch two ugly women.
Right. It would depend on the setting. I don't think, like you said, it's not sexy.
Yeah, it's not
I
not
think
sexy.
in-
I'm just trying to dig into the mind of what y'all, because
Yeah.
I know men think like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
there's nothing wrong with seeing two
Yeah.
women go at it, but
Right.
we don't want to see.
Right.
Right.
And it's
You
almost
don't
like
wanna see
it's
that.
normal for two women.
I don't know. I feel like she said, the setting could always change your mind or your
Yeah.
idea of things.
Yeah.
And not
Because
that y'all would find it
sexy,
No,
but
yeah,
it could
no,
get
yeah.
It
you
just
in a
put you in a different
mood or
mindset of
yeah.
being like,
maybe.
well, they
Because-
I'm not that type of person to just knock down.
I mean, but
Yeah.
I was
Because
gonna
I'm
say,
saying maybe,
if I
but
see two dudes and like,
you
Yeah,
just
pretty
yeah,
awesome.
right.
Right.
Because none of us are homophobic or think there's a problem with anybody
Right.
being gay.
Right.
So to see it doesn't be like, oh,
But
yeah,
if
it don't make me be
Yeah.
but
like,
if you
Right.
come
Yeah.
up to me talking that shit, you might catch a quick jab.
right.
You just be ready for
And
it.
not even that. Like, I would just be like, bro, I'm not gay. At first.
Yeah, okay.
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
right.
You just a person who think I'm attractive.
And you know what's crazy?
Whatever.
When I moved to California, I got that so much. And
Me
I was
too.
just
I
like,
get it all the time.
She thinks
Do I?
lesbians.
get the fuck out
I
of here.
get it all the time though. Like they
Lesbians love
dudes always be
They
trying to
do.
holler at me,
And
and
that,
I'm
but
be
I'm
like,
like, why? Because I
but
know.
then I look at it like
But-
they don't know
No,
that
no,
I'm not
that's
gay.
what I'm saying.
Right,
I know
right.
gay dudes can tell other gay dudes.
They supposed to be able to.
You think
I
that
feel
you
like
think
got
that?
gaydar.
You think that?
Well, yeah, I would say that because remember the one guy from Real World? None of us knew he was gay
yeah.
until he
Right.
came out
Yeah.
and said
Because
it.
I straight thought that dude
But,
was
Yeah.
but
straight.
the other gay dude on the
Yeah,
show, he
yeah.
said he knew.
Well, okay, so yeah,
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
he
I
did.
don't remember.
The
he
other,
was like Hispanic
yeah.
or white or something.
Oh, I think
Uh-huh.
I kind of do remember that. But I just don't think that's every gay person just knows.
No.
I
I
mean,
don't
your
think
gaydar
everyone
can be
knows.
off sometimes, and
Yeah.
some people do like to be very discreet about it. So
I know people who are feminine to the, and they're not gay.
Yeah, right.
So that's
Okay.
why I'm saying like.
Yeah.
So if a
you
gay
went-
person walked up to that person to holler at him,
They can't be mad, really.
how you gonna be
if
mad?
you
You know,
went to a gay bar and no guy like you are in a gay bar,
and nobody come up to
and
you,
nobody hit on
I
you,
would feel bad. I'd be
Yeah.
like, dog, I must be ugly, bro.
Yeah, I would.
Like for real, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gay,
Yeah,
but
I
I would
would
feel a
feel-
certain
but
way
yeah.
that nobody,
You saying like right now?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Only because I've gotten hit on by so many women. I wouldn't feel no type of way.
I
to do
would.
that.
No, I would. She
would
said,
feel
if I'm in a gay
like-
bar,
right?
I still wouldn't.
I
I'ma
would.
feel
If I
away.
went to a lesbian bar and no lesbian
Yeah,
said hi,
I'ma feel away.
I'm what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel
I came
away.
in here expecting
I
to
would be
telling
acting
y'all
a fool,
no.
like I'd be in the middle of the floor.
I'ma
I was
feel away.
on
So
my-
y'all don't see.
Right.
Right, like
I'm
I
definitely
came in
gonna
here
feel away.
expecting to have 10
To deny,
declines.
right.
And I'm not even the type of person that
You're
go
not about
out
to
looking
not
for-
tell me that
Yeah.
I'm
like
never.
anything.
Yeah, me too.
But in that situation,
right.
I would, and that
Right.
wouldn't even be the first thing I think of. But sooner or later, I'm gonna think.
Yeah,
like,
when you leave,
I
you
went
gonna be
all
like,
night at this bar.
nobody-
Nobody,
Right.
nothing to me. Not one
Because it's not
nigga.
like, man, I don't look gay. It's like,
Right.
man, y'all
I don't
think
look
I'm
good.
right, right. Like
Not that I'm not gay. You think I don't look good?
Right.
Nobody
That
came
was
up to
suck.
me.
That was such
Like,
shit.
But yeah, being hit on by gay people is very
That was such
weird, though.
shit.
It's not weird. It's just I don't know what to do. When
Yeah,
it
that's why it's
happens.
weird
Like,
because it's like, dang, I wasn't expecting a
Cause
dude
I'm
to ever.
and I feel like when a woman hits on me, that is it's not the same way
Oh
to
no,
let
they
her
are
down
just
as
very
you
confident.
do.
Like
I mean,
they
and they're
aggressive
very,
as
aggressive.
hell.
They are very
I'll
like,
be
I
like-
know you're gay, I'm gonna get you. And they don't care if you gay.
Yeah.
They,
Especially women. Women
They feel like they can turn you.
yes, that is their
I'm
goal.
like, nigga.
Like,
Yes.
Right.
No.
Yes. I know a lot of gay women that think they can turn anybody
Like
gay.
the Richard dude at the cat thing that we used to dance with, he used to tell me all the time, bro, you're gay. And you just ain't.
Oh
And I used to be like, bro, no, I'm not. And he's like, I got gaydar, and I used to be just like you. I used to have a girlfriend and everything. I used to have sex with her and everything.
I think he's just delusional.
Right. And I
That's
was
normal.
like,
Yeah.
and because I'm just not mean, you know. I know
Yeah.
you just wanted me, but
Right.
I'm not mean, so I never took offense. I knew what he was trying to do. Like,
Right.
he really trying to get at me,
you
bro.
trying to
But
mess
I'm
me up,
not
man.
that. Like,
Right.
nothing you're saying, bro, is gonna make me.
Right.
Because I'm not that. I
Right.
can't make myself.
Right.
like you, nigga.
I mean, I like gay people. They are funny.
Yes, me
They're
too.
Very
Cool.
open.
They're cool.
easy to talk to.
Yeah.
They gotta be
Tyler,
more open.
y'all remember Tyler? Y'all remember the cat dance thing, right?
Yeah.
Y'all remember the white boy Tyler, who was very flamboyantly gay. He
I
didn't
don't
get the
remember
bald
a lot
head
of
white.
people. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
maybe.
I
Yeah.
do.
He's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
He's so cool. Like, I love Tyler. But I'm not gay, bro. And he
Right.
never even tried to hit on me like
Right,
that.
yeah.
It was just, I just accepted him for who he was. Like, you're
Right.
flamboyantly out there gay and don't care who, whatever. And I thought that was cool. Like, you
Right.
don't care and you still able to communicate with me in a way that don't make me feel offended or offbeat about this, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, I'm skipping a question, but would you ever do a threesome with another guy?
Mm-hmm. I have.
I think it's.
I mean, I guess,
We call those trains.
yeah, I was about to say, we're
Right.
a train.
Right. Even though it's.
And it was actually
It's
three
right.
of us and one girl.
Well,
Oh,
then
yeah,
that
that's
is a train.
That's definitely
Just
a train.
3 people is a threesome.
Yeah, but it was 3 of us and a woman.
Yeah, that's definitely a train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably something
Once
like
and
that.
only, I only did that once. I just felt
Probably
disgusted
not.
afterwards.
Why?
Just the fact of seeing 2 other niggas
Ah.
go in right after me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. It just
Right.
was disgusting me. Like, I'm just like, and then she wanted me to go again, and I was like,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
she
little
was,
weird.
yeah, girl. She gotta
oh,
take that D.
she was going. She was going.
Thank you.
There's a
thank
lot of
you.
them out here like it.
Okay.
See,
And I'm just like, that's
I-
crazy that women be like that.
See, I think that's way too much
Go.
pressure on me. Too much
Like,
pressure
that's-
on me
Hey,
too.
can we?
Too much pressure. I
Mhm.
can't.
I
do
feel
too
like
I just don't understand how women could be like that.
porn
That's a lot
has
of
made.
pressure. Yeah.
But it feels
Sex
great if
seem
3
like
women was in the room,
But
and I'm
I was
like,
gonna say, but what's the difference? Because at that point you get used,
right,
Yeah.
but I didn't feel like it.
right,
With 2 women.
No, I didn't feel like I was getting used.
right. That's what I'm saying.
You
But
think guys think that?
Some guys, yeah.
yeah, some guys probably
Really?
do feel
Yeah.
nasty after that. I believe there's some men out there who would feel like that, who don't even want to do that.
Yeah, I believe that.
I believe
Yeah.
it.
For sure.
And that wasn't my thing. It wasn't a want for me. It just happened.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never been in a threesome, but I get asked to be a unicorn all the time. And I'm just like, I don't understand where the, like,
But couples, and it's weird
Yeah,
for me.
that's
but,
what- yeah.
but as a guy, I guess it's more understanding a couple going into a woman.
right.
Yeah,
But I've had
couples
couple-
come
and I'm
up
like,
to me all the time.
You would be okay with me.
They,
Right.
Now, I've
like,
met a
they-
respectful freak
some
before.
people do it.
I was hollering at this one girl. Her
You said you
fan was
met a
there. A
respectful
respectful
freak?
freak.
Oh.
They both was freaky.
Yeah.
The girl was like, y'all can come to my house to do it. I don't care.
I know that's right.
We was doing it. She was watching. But because she had a boyfriend, she just was watching.
Yeah.
Would you watch?
But she kept saying,
I would like
but she kept
Now,
saying,
that's
I
weird
wish
to
I
me.
could join y'all.
That's weird
To
to
watch?
me.
to watch.
Yeah.
For somebody
oh, it was.
to be watching.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Why?
Now I would watch 2 girls,
But you don't.
but
want
that's the
nobody
only thing I
watching
would
us,
watch. But
me.
that, somebody watching me, that's weird.
It was weird. So the girl was
Yeah.
like, we finna go to my house.
Yeah, that would be weird.
And like we was doing it, and then she just was like, "You gotta go to my house."
That would
And
be-
she just keep trying.
So
to watch
public
it.
places is out of the.
Hell no.
No, I've done it in public
I
places.
love public
So then-
places.
Love public.
Because public is more. It's not
it's
outright people
exhilarating.
watching.
It's
you know, people
exhilarating.
might be watching,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
exciting.
but you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
see
yeah.
them watching.
Man, Man,
One time it was
I done done
a
some
Bobby
things
Yes,
downtown.
Bobby.
That's what I'm saying.
I done done some things downtown.
There's things downtown. And all these parks around here.
Right.
All
Yeah.
types of places.
The
The
parks
parks
be
for
hitting.
sure.
Yeah.
The parks be
For
hitting.
Hey,
sure.
the jungle
I
gym.
don't-
Somebody said, been over this slide out right here.
Yeah.
Parks be
Yeah.
hey, and for some reason, lately car sex has been hit.
Oh,
too.
car sex is always
car
good.
sex
Car
has
sex
been
is
always
hit.
good.
It's like
And-
anywhere other than the bed.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
But
in
I
the
love
kitchen
the
or
bed
Yeah,
too.
or in the living room or
Right.
somewhere else. Other
But
than
I
the
love the
bedroom.
bed too.
Yeah. Some nights it's
But-
for the bed.
In awkward places do be dope. Like, it just be
Yeah.
like-
Public is dead.
I just like the
Spontaneous.
the spontaneity
Yeah.
of it. I'm like, right here, right now.
Right.
shit,
Okay,
I
okay.
like it.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a fact.
Have y'all been keeping up with sports?
No, I
No.
never do.
Because I was going to talk about how
Is the Olympics still going?
they're ended, but I think U.S. they took most of the gold. But I was gonna mention the Lakers because they've been awful.
I was gonna say I
This
thought they were
season.
not doing well at all.
They lost the last 7 games to the Clippers.
Dang.
To the Clippers.
To the Clippers.
Why are they playing to the Clippers for 7 games?
No, just like over the seasons, like
Yeah.
for the past couple seasons. Like usually they'll call it a regular season series because you'll play the same team a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
But they lost to them and that's
I know
never
nothing
been a
about
thing because both teams is in LA.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's usually been a Laker town.
Right. Not no more.
Wow.
Nah, and it's crazy because
yeah.
2 years ago the Lakers won a ring, and now they are awful.
Who's on the Lakers?
LeBron, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo, and like they got
I forgot
a
Russell
squad.
over there.
Anthony
Yeah,
Davis,
that's crazy.
Malik Monk.
I know
Like
these
they
names.
have a
Right, you know
squad,
these names,
right.
so it's
and
like,
they have a squad, and I'm like, what is going
Too many
on?
individual players.
And that's what I'm
They
thinking
don't
too.
know how to
Yeah,
play.
Because
yeah.
I was
yeah.
watching this podcast with Carmelo, and he was saying in the offseason, Brian called him. He was like it's I mean, they're all getting older now,
Yeah,
so
that too.
they're trying to figure out ways to get to end. It's
Is there a
not
cutoff
working.
in sports?
No, they
No.
retire when you retire.
I mean, unless it's
I mean, yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
pick you up
Yeah,
because you're
right,
too old.
right.
Like,
You
you
just
great
forced
at whatever
Cause
age.
like
you
Jordan, he was playing he was like 38, 39.
Right.
Kobe was the same.
That feels old.
That
For
is.
basketball.
In sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta
Nobody's
think.
in their 40s.
Because you're more susceptible
No,
to
Tom
get,
Brady
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
you're more susceptible to get injured though.
Yeah.
Right.
And badly injured.
Because the thing is, you're going up against 19,
Right.
20-year-olds, like,
Right.
and they're the same size as you.
Right. With more energy. And fresh bones. Like,
Oh, right.
And
They
then
got
some
all
of-
their cartilage.
And some of them are bigger.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yup.
I don't know anything about sports, so I'm gonna learn a lot on this podcast.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
for sure, for
That's
sure.
Because I'm not really into sports either, but I just,
No, I know
I
nothing.
be into it watching it with him, you know what I'm saying? But I be into like wanting to learn about these sports that black people really don't watch.
Right.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
hockey,
Yeah.
Because I was
curling, and
asking Alvin the other day if he feels like we're lessening their chance, our kids' chance of being in professional sports by not having them in school. You know, because
Because she homeschooled.
I homeschool,
but
so
they can
I
join.
don't
But they
think
can
so.
join
Hey,
other
yeah, that's what he
teams.
said.
Because
Right.
there's intramural and inner city
Right, I was
sports.
gonna say you can put them in programs.
Because I was asking him, is it possible to just go to an NFL tryout? Like, is that something
Yeah,
that you're
Eric
able
did
to
it.
do?
No, you gotta get in. Like in pro sports, you gotta get invited.
But
But
Eric did it. He went to the Cowboys
The
camp.
combine.
yeah, he got
Remember he went
invited.
to-
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
he
he's.
got
Oh, okay,
invited.
you got to be involved.
But like AAU, put him in that, and
Right.
then
Like
they get
club
seen to get
sports,
invited.
yeah.
right.
Like it's that simple. And like
Right.
even Kobe, he had set up, and Kanye, he got a school now. Like LeBron, he got a school. It's plenty of activities and programs
'Cause
that they can get into.
Oh, we did the
Michigan
flag
used
football
to be
with
a
them.
state
Right.
where kids could participate in school sports, but not be a student.
Oh, I
But
didn't know
they've
that.
changed that, and now like 11 states
Yeah.
across the country don't allow it anymore.
But like football, the Pee Wee football, we wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't
Right,
go to
that's
Mulek
what's-
at
right.
the time.
Right.
Right.
I only went to Mulek because, you know, I met Kevin. He ended up being my best friend.
I never went to
School.
Mulek.
Right.
Yeah, I
you
played
played
for
for
it.
them.
Right.
So that's just the summer thing that.
Right.
All right, any kid in
And
the city want to sign
trainers,
up for football, they
keeping
can.
Right,
them in sports,
right.
like just what they do at home and stuff. No, I don't think it's ever lessening them.
'Cause
I honestly
definitely
think it's an
wanna give-
advantage.
Me too, because they get more time
one
to
on
it.
one.
Right.
Yeah.
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 And we get to manage, like if a coach is willing to be with them
But like
8 hours out of the day,
but
or
like, what's his name?
8 hours out of the week. That's
Right.
more than other
you-
students
yeah.
would get.
I was gonna say I know you don't watch sports, but LaMelo Ball, he just turned 20 or something, but he was pro before he got into the NBA. He went overseas and played pro, and he was still like a junior in high school.
Right.
And so in that, like everybody was even talking how he had the most unorthodox road to
Right,
the
to
NBA
the
because you
NBA.
never went to
'Cause
college.
there was one
And-
guy who was homeschooled in football or something.
Oh, for real?
I think him and his brothers
I
all
don't
think, like,
played
it can't
football
happen.
and they were.
Yeah, I think it's very possible.
Yeah.
He in a State Farm commercial, I think. It's a white guy. He was homeschooled and he's in the
That's
NFL.
dope.
That's right.
That's dope.
But it would make more sense if like a football player or basketball player parents came and was like, yeah, we homeschool.
Right.
Yeah.
Duh, that's why this nigga's here.
Right, because they would have
lot of
a
them-
lot
all
more
the time.
time
Just
to
keep
right.
on
But a
playing,
lot of them
playing,
just
playing.
look for a school that they know gets scouted and
Mhm.
stuff instead of, taking more of an initiative to give them that one-on-one.
Right.
But he also may have had the opportunity, like I said, to be able to play for a school and still not go to that school.
Right.
So, because that's just recently in the
Right.
past few years has changed. So,
But they just said they about to put something here in either Michigan or Grand Rapids, like a basketball.
Oh, I did see that.
You see that?
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be like a school,
a
or
basketball
something.
program.
Oh, okay.
The program is up. They get in the building.
And they got a
put
permanent
basketball
facility
hoop.
for it.
That's what's up.
see, they definitely need it because one, they pull too many funds from too many schools for sports
Yeah,
and
and make
stuff like that,
it
and make it
big,
hard
right.
for.
Yeah.
So, if it would.
Put that with that.
I feel like it would be better to pull sports out of schools and just have it be a community thing
Yeah.
and have like a
I think so,
yearly
too.
fee for it.
Schools ain't gonna have that happen.
No, because it's too
that's-
much money.
Too
Yeah,
much
but
money
it would
they
just
would
be
lose.
it should just be states. Like, all
They
right,
would
these
just-
all the
but
these
every
all the
school-
good kids
right,
from
yeah,
every school
right.
just representing the state.
Right.
Right.
You would think, but each school would just be like, oh, then we losing all this
Right,
money.
right.
And we don't get the
Yeah, 'cause
star
I just seen
player.
something about a college down south somewhere that they took a picture of the classrooms and they look horrible, but they locker room
Right.
look
Is-
like
right.
an NBA
Look.
locker room. Like,
Awful.
Because some
I was
schools
like,
legitimately don't care about nothing but
But
their
sports,
sports
yeah.
teams.
Yep.
yeah,
Because that's the only thing that
Yeah.
brings them notoriety
Yeah.
or gets looked at or even talked
Yeah.
about.
Mhm.
and I was like,
And that's
dang,
crazy.
that's crazy.
That's
You
crazy.
got future
But that right
scientists
there
and all
tells
types of
you
stuff
that
at the
it's not
school.
a
They
problem.
sitting in a broke down classroom,
Right.
holes in the ceiling.
But that tells you that it's not a problem to homeschool your kids because you can
Right.
think that they're getting a good education
Yeah.
and they there with no books. They're not getting
Mhm.
tested every day like
Yeah.
they're supposed to.
And I think
Right.
if you homeschool, any money that the school would have gotten should go directly
Right,
to you
right.
for
Yeah.
supplies and lunches
Right,
and all that to
right.
homeschool.
Yeah, it should.
We don't get nothing.
Because what do you do with the money then anyway?
Right.
If you pulling kids out of school.
Right.
Because you expect us all to be there on count day.
Look.
So y'all can have y'all paycheck, but
I'm
what am I getting on count day?
Yeah, I used to wonder what that was for when I was a kid. They would make sure
Yeah, because
everybody's here.
I remember when we were kids, they used to
Yep, we gotta do the
say
count
it
day.
and make sure everyone's here tomorrow for
Yeah.
count day.
I remember it was one year. I think my mom kept me home from
Mhm.
school for it.
Probably.
She's like,
'Cause,
fuck
she don't
that.
play.
Me and a friend skipped one day.
I have a question. Just a scenario. Okay. Say Gene gets married, and it's,
Because it ain't going to be nobody specific.
well, let's just say it's a white girl, and none of us really get along with her, and even our extended family kind of really don't get along with her, but like, everyone will tolerate her because obviously you love him and whatever. He chose to marry her, so we be trying to make it work, And let's say she is kind of a
Bitch.
yeah, but she's like we see a change in Jean because she steps forward a lot and is much more assertive in their marriage and in their household and stuff. And let's
Just
say
the way
she
does
was the
things.
one that's a little more financially stable, and so pretty much everything that he got is due to being with her. But the flip side is that she was a single mom, and so he's great with her kids, and they call him dad and all that. It's a well blended family.
Right.
But
For them.
she feels like, even though she don't really say it like out loud, he probably will feel it, but she don't really say, you know, that she's the breadwinner and all of that,
Mhm.
but she, like, through her actions and
She's
stuff, she
carried
make it be
herself like
known,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
And let's say anytime that she has a problem with, like, oh no, let's say Dot gets sick and she has stayed with each of us for a certain amount of time, and now it's his turn. And so he goes stay with them, and she ended up having to have surgery, and she get a limb cut off. And so, but now because of the pandemic, she works at home, but Dot is there all the time and stuff, and so she got to take a few more breaks and stuff because nurses come to the house and stuff like that, and for her to just care for Dot a little more. And then one day she gets on Facebook and she says, and she puts a status like, public announcement, nobody come to my house between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. These are my working hours. I don't want to be disturbed. If you want to see Dot, then you need to call first or let somebody know. And matter of fact, if we don't invite you over, don't come over. And all of our family see it, and we feel like it's a jab, it's a shot at all of us. Like, girl, what you mean? Do you feel like she's out of line for putting that on Facebook and addressing it that way? And, or should she have said something to Gene for him to relay it a better way than publicly that way? Because now, let's say a bunch of cousins, aunts, and people is commenting, like, and it's becoming an argument and a thing, and he gets on it, but he's only defending her. Do you feel like that's the proper
how
way?
you said she said it, I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah.
But
I don't see nothing wrong with her wanting that, but if we feel like it's at us, I feel like we should just ask him.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a personal thing because I wouldn't feel like that was at me.
But you don't like her. Y'all,
Yeah,
there's already animosity between us
so
and
she
her.
does things like this all the time.
So it's not like you just out of nowhere would assume that she's talking about you. There's
Like you
things
can
that
tell, you
built up
reading
to,
between the lines that this
Yeah.
status is about his family.
But I still
Especially
think
because it's our mom.
I still think going to him and asking him, like, was that because of us? Like,
Right.
does she feel like we're coming over too much or we're not respecting her space? Asking him that would be the first step for me anyway. But if it felt like, because you said there would be an argument online or whatever.
Yeah, like now there's all these comments
If it's
of family
that,
members.
just knowing who I am, I think I would comment to her and let her know that she should have contacted the people she didn't want doing that.
Because to me, I wouldn't care.
Because
I would
you
just do
put
what
it,
she asked.
but I feel like you put it out there for people who weren't doing anything and they could feel some type of way about it. So if it was really for people who was making you feel uncomfortable or taking in your space or whatever, you should have just contacted them directly and said, hey, I work at this time. I would appreciate it if you didn't show up at that time. And really, it's becoming a lot that y'all showing up unannounced. And I didn't grow up with that, so I would appreciate it if you
Like
didn't.
I said, I would just be like, all right.
There's nothing we can say
saying
on
if
that.
She posted that. No, I'm saying if she posted what she posted, I would just be like, all right, what am I argue with you for?
So if you, I just used you as an example.
Yeah.
If it's not you, how would you have felt?
I'd feel some type of way.
I would.
And
Too.
I'd go to my sibling and be like,
Why did she do it this way?
yeah.
That's my thing is just the public forum.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
Only because it's a
Yeah,
family
and that's what I'm
matter.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
it should have went directly to the people that you feel like
Uh-huh.
we're doing that.
And
No, she did what she did. I'm saying, how would we react? I would go to my sibling.
Yeah, and my thing is, I feel like she should
But
go
my
to.
thing is why?
Because why make it a public?
But I'm saying, what is going to come from going to the sibling? What are you going to say to your siblings?
I mean, it's
No,
like
what
really
she
for
think-
us to
what I'm
find
saying,
out
what
if
she
it
talking
was-
about is
No, or why?
Now what?
Or even why
Well,
did she feel the need to do it that way? Because
Right.
to me, a more respectful way would be go to your
Yeah,
husband.
but she don't
and-
like us. So
Yeah,
why would I
but-
think she would
but-
be respectful?
But then you causing more. If you already feel like maybe you don't like us or that we don't like you, then why cause more
More problems.
Because she
problems?
don't like you. But then me coming at you after the fact is causing more too. That's why I said I would just be like, okay.
No,
Because
like, I
I'm
wouldn't-
tired of going through this with you. If you want to post this and this how
For
you want me
sure.
to act,
Yeah.
okay.
For sure. I
I'm not
definitely see
finna.
that. But
Yeah.
my thing
Did
is,
you post this?
Yeah.
Why did you post this?
right?
Because now we just
But not
okay, if
even
this how
going
you want me
on
to
there.
respect your house, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll stop just popping up. I'll call. You didn't say that I can't come see my mom. So, okay, I'll just, if you want me to call before I come, okay, I'll call.
I guess
and
the
I
only
might
reason-
feel away because you posted it, but whatever.
The
If
only
this what you
reason
want,
I
all
feel
right.
like she should address them, or even going to him and saying, "Hey, can you tell me?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I
specific
feel
people?"
like that's what really.
Because-
Yeah, I feel like
You're
she
called-
could have done that.
But she
But
could have
if she
caused
didn't-
problems between other family members that she
Right.
didn't have a problem with.
Right. She could have, but since she didn't do that, I'm just looking at how I would react.
Yeah, to it happening that way.
Like, what can I really do to stop it? She don't like me.
Right.
She keep on doing stuff. Like, I'm tired now.
Because
And
anything
it's just, okay.
that Alvin's family does that I don't like, I let him know.
Mhm.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I give him a chance to address
feel like
it.
that's how
And
it
if
should
he
be.
doesn't,
Yeah, that's
then
the
I
thing.
go direct. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Please tell them I don't like
Yeah.
it. Nothing comes from there. Okay, now it's time for me to have a conversation with them. But it's never
Yeah.
gotten that far because me expressing that I don't like something, he makes sure
Yeah.
that that's taken
Yeah.
care of.
And I
Quick,
think
baby, Al.
with and I think with spouses or even just like a couple dating, to go to the person's family and go to that person instead of their family, because
Yeah.
like if he just jumps to her defense, then now
Yeah,
you're causing
yeah,
more friction
yeah.
between you and your family.
Yeah.
And I think that person is supposed to be the bridge of not
Yeah.
just take my spouse's
Yeah.
side. I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know why she's saying this, but
Mm-hmm.
that's why you should tell me, because it's not
Yeah.
gonna come across the same way you saying
No, I
it.
agree.
Yeah, and
But some people just ain't gonna do
for
that.
sure.
So
But
it's
I
just like-
think people who do it that way, like I explained it, is
They
trying to
very
flex.
mature and
No, I'm saying
Oh,
like how it was
yeah.
done is you trying to flex a bone,
Yeah.
and that's probably why
Yeah, and you're the
people.
breadwinner. You think
you
you,
know-
can just say what you want to say anyway.
And then if you,
You know what I'm
have,
saying? Like,
and then
what is
if
he gonna come tell me?
Right, and it's
Stop
also,
talking like
but it
that and
makes-
posting that.
But
Right.
but,
Shut up,
it,
nigga.
but
I
if
don't
he
know, you know what I'm
don't,
saying? Like,
And let's be clear, I ain't ever gonna be with somebody like that.
right? Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
think
yeah.
the-
Because
do
that's
you
what
think-
I was about to ask. Would you,
Hell
if you're
no.
dating
No, do you think the
somebody
rates
and
are
they
fair?
don't get along with a family member or some family members, and you want to marry this person, but you just see that there's a lot of problems when this person is around, would you
That-
move forward to marry them?
That's different
Mhm.
than them just hating the whole family. If you got problems with certain,
Oh yeah, that is different.
But when
y'all
it
gonna have to
when
work
it's
that
a
out.
lot of family members,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
saying
it's
when it's
like,
more
it's
than
like
one,
them
though.
and not you. You know, like it's
Because
probably
when
you.
it came
then.
to Chelsea, I knew more than one person in our family didn't like her.
Mm-hmm.
So that wasn't about to happen,
Right.
no matter how I felt.
Right.
Because you can't come to no family events. You can't
Right.
come
Yeah,
to
I
no
was just saying,
shows.
if
You
there's-
can't
yeah,
come.
If there's a lot of problems, then yeah. there's
You know,
gotta
and
be
not even that it's
something.
problems. It's just y'all don't like each other, and I don't see this. You know, for
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
reason, my sister might see something in you that I
Well,
just
see,
don't
and that-
see,
but
and
I was
she
gonna
is
say
never
that-
gonna like you.
even
My
just
mom
not-
might see something in you that I just don't see, and she's never gonna like you.
Right.
And
But
so I
that's
can't.
different. See, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
And-
I don't
and
think
because-
I would.
yeah,
only
few
because
people,
we're
yeah.
gonna have a different relationship than you're gonna have with my family.
Yeah,
but if there's
yeah.
actual problems,
Or if it's
then that's
majority of my family, including
what I'm
extended
saying.
family, that's like, you know, we really
That's
don't
what I'm
rock
saying,
with her, we
because
don't
more
like
than one
her.
person ain't saying and not liking a person for no reason.
Right. That's my thing.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be that it ain't no problems. It's
I
just
mean, I
five
could-
of my family members don't like this person that I'm always around. I'm
Right.
always around my family. So it's like, if five of them don't like you,
Right.
it's for a reason. It's gotta be. And I know my family. They
Right.
just not gonna
You
not
feel
like
like-
somebody just because they just don't like you.
Do you feel like you have a good gauge on us of whether we would let it be seen or known that we don't really care about
Oh yeah.
who you dating?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
but
if
y'all
it's
not
us,
disrespectful.
yeah,
though.
that's what that's what
Y'all
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
let. She
but
wouldn't
I would
know.
know. But
Right.
I would definitely know.
Right.
Yeah, she wouldn't know, but I'd know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think you would.
Do you think race has
Mhm.
anything to do
But
with
I don't.
that?
I don't bring anybody
No.
home that I
Not
don't.
from y'all. I don't
Only
think
because my
No, I'm
gay
talking about
women
that
is good.
situation because he would have been
I
married
think
to a
y'all
white
That's not
want.
woman.
fact.
I think y'all want us to.
I don't
see,
dare
and I
like
forgot
it.
about that, and I didn't
There was
even
one
go
I
into my
didn't.
mind about
I
my
don't know what you're talking
reaction
about.
because
But it was just
race
you.
ain't got no.
Yeah.
What you did on Facebook ain't got nothing to do with race.
And I did.
I think
It could have been a black
Communication.
person
You
that
know.
did to
Yeah,
post that.
I
I
think
still would react
communication
the
lines-
same way because
that,
you don't
that
like
you were
me.
the only one.
Yeah,
So
I know I
I'm
was
not
the only
gonna-
one. Yeah, I would. I
But
was
that's
never
what I mean.
Yeah, that's
expecting
what's different.
for you to make a decision off of that.
Mhm.
But why do you think you knew?
I did I?
I mean, you did, but
Because I know you. I can
Right.
tell.
I think I
can
knew too.
Yeah.
I think I knew too.
But like I was saying, I don't bring women home that I know y'all aren't gonna like.
Right.
Like I said, I don't date a lot anyway.
Right,
I'm
me
not in
either.
relationships a lot anyway. So
Right.
Like,
by the time it
it
does
hurts
get to y'all meeting them,
me, like,
I know.
every time
Right.
Jane used to come to the house, like, she'd be helping my mom in the kitchen, y'all would all be in it, and I would just see it, like, this is family. They like
Right,
her.
right.
Like, and she like them. Like, this is, look at this. This is crazy. And that very rarely happens
right.
when I bring a girl to the house. So it's just like, but she messed that up.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's, I mean, y'all still never, when she came over after the fact,
Right.
y'all still didn't in front of her face treat her or act like,
I mean, that's just
We don't
common
like you.
courtey and
and that's what I'm
being
saying. Y'all don't
raised
act
right.
that way.
And I don't understand why people do things like that. Because I've been with somebody who their family didn't like me, and it just was like, why are you wasting your time with
Right.
me when you know this
Right.
would never work? Like,
But on the same coin, why are you wasting your time with other people?
I mean, I'm gonna keep taking the free meals. You want to?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
Go
not
ahead
walking
then.
away if I'm eating for free.
Go ahead then. I
Right.
feel it.
I think that can just be a tricky thing between relationships and family, and it's like
Yeah.
I
But that's
feel
why I
like-
love the way we was raised.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
because-
things that other people have to deal with,
Yeah.
relationship wise, in their family that we don't have to deal with. Like, I love the way we was raised as far as like race is concerned.
Yeah.
Like, I'll date whoever I want to date. I don't care about their race. I care about how you treat them.
yeah.
And my whole family is the same way.
Right.
Like, I remember going to I think it was Grandma Beard's. Y'all remember when we went to that? It was like a little building where she had her birthday party.
Yeah.
And I remember I went outside. And I came back in and I was like, "It's some white dude out there with a camera. I think it's the photographer." But that was,
it was
Sicily's
Sicily's.
husband.
And nobody treated this nigga like he
Right.
was
Yeah.
a white boy just
Right.
outside of our, because he was the only one there.
Yeah.
I thought he was actually a hired photographer because he was the only one there.
Right.
And every time I see him, I just be like, "Hey, it's so cool that our whole." So it lets me see like, dang, this where my dad get it from.
Right.
This where my mom get it from.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they raised us that way, because there was no color barrier for them.
Right.
No.
Maybe they didn't date outside their race,
Yeah.
but it wasn't a thing of
Yeah.
like.
I have tried, but it's something about black men I just cannot. I can't find in nothing
I
else.
can't do it no more.
I
So
really
my thing
have
is you
tried.
learn me either, because you learn.
Was
Yeah.
literally
Experiences
telling
change
It's
time
different.
about that
It's
earlier.
different.
For
It's
sure.
definitely different.
I
I see
literally
myself with a white
today
woman.
was just saying that I can't believe
You dated so
as-
many white
right,
men.
like as often as I was
Yeah.
dating outside my race that
I never
And-
thought you was
and
gonna.
it's
I didn't either. I didn't think you was. It was fine.
It was fine.
But it's absolutely nothing against them.
No, I just
No,
it's just
no.
it's weird to me
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like I will watch
Yeah.
shows that I thought white men were so attractive in, and
Yeah.
I'm like, they are butt fucking like what?
I could never.
I don't
do
know
it.
if it was just my young mind that thought they were attractive,
Right,
or,
I don't know.
but it's
I don't
just
know what
not
the
there
switch
no
I
more.
mean, I don't feel like that.
I mean-
It's some white women that's beautiful.
It's
I mean,
But
it's
it's
still
like
white
this.
men to me that are.
But now that I've
switch
dated
for you.
white women, so
But I'm saying
it's
I
other
never.
things that it's
Even
like,
when
this
I
is
the one
different.
white
Right.
boy I talked to, we were friends for a long time, and we talked on.
and I thought he
because I
was
just couldn't.
so attractive, and if I saw him today, I would be like,
The hoop, the
Yes.
yeah, but he is
Yeah.
still good. Yeah.
Yes.
He is
Really?
still good.
and he
Yeah, I thought
what?
he was ugly.
I
No,
thought
he
a
was
pretty cute
really
white
He
boy.
was cool as fuck.
Yeah, and we were
He
friends
had
for
a great
long time.
personality.
Yeah.
He was attractive.
He was
He
down
was
to
definitely
earth.
somebody I would have went after. But if I saw him today, I'd just be like,
I still think he's attractive, but it's like that's just like when I see light skinned dudes.
But you just love your
Don't
blackness
do it.
so
Don't
much.
do it.
I do
Don't
love
do it.
black, and
Like,
but
it's
I've
deeply
always
in you,
been
though.
that
Don't
way.
do it.
Because even if I
Hey,
see a
hey,
light skinned
hey,
dude
don't
that's
do it.
attractive,
It's deeply in you, though.
I
I
cannot
couldn't
see
see you
past.
dating no white dude. That's how deep.
I
you
really
is.
couldn't.
Yeah,
I not
I
even
don't
light
think I
skinned
do.
Right, not even
like,
a light skin.
and that was a phase. Like after I stopped dating light skinned
Yeah.
dudes, I was like, what was I
Talena,
ever
Talena,
thinking? I was
Talena.
like, what was I ever
Because
and
thinking?
she
We're-
be dating your sweater. Like
I love
Because see, for me,
I love
dating
it.
white women just because it's not like a thing like, oh, because I would. Well, no, I wouldn't date no more white women because of what I'm about to say. But when I was dating them, it's like it would always be moments when I'm just with them, and I would be like, y'all different.
Right.
And it was just like turn me like off. Like,
yeah.
Like to the point, because you know, like, all right, and this ain't no thing against like depression or anxiety. That's not the point.
Yeah.
It's just that the culture
Is
of how they deal with it versus how black people deal with it. It wasn't even talked in the black culture. It's just man up. You know what I'm saying?
We were taught to be strong.
You know what I'm saying?
You can get through it.
So being with a girl that always be like, my anxiety.
Right. Like
I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Right.
What? You need to take your anxiety pills. What?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I started learning, like, this is like a white thing. Like, this is not just, like, every white girl I done dated, they all screaming about anxiety, or they can't do something because of anxiety, or they got to take their medication for this. And I just was like, this is that's just one example.
And it ain't like black people don't recognize.
That's why I said it's
themselves.
right. That's why I said it's not about the anxiety or depression.
Yeah,
So
it's how
people
they deal with it.
I'm just saying. I hope you don't think that's
as
what I'm
much as
saying.
they don't want to admit to it, that is a very privileged thing. That is
Yes.
very privileged to
Yes.
be able to just sit in your
outright,
depression
even
like
just be
that.
saying that.
Because we can't do that.
That's why to me, I'm just like, after a while hearing it, I'm just like, what?
It's crazy.
You want to clean up your house because your anxiety?
Exactly. That is not something that we have the privilege to do. I can't walk down the street.
But see, with
and
black
have a
people,
bad
it's not
day
a
and be
thing
like,
of.
well, I'm depressed or I'm going through
It
something.
just happens.
Yeah.
Right.
With black people, I'll just come to your house and your house just look atrocious.
Right.
And I'll just know, oh, you depressed.
Right.
And that's
right.
it. And
right.
that's it.
Right.
That's
If I
it.
know normally you not a dirty person.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. Like, they would just say it as, like, an excuse for why they're not doing something.
Right.
Whereas black people just don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know your dishes need to be done.
Yeah.
You just
Right.
don't do it. You know you got to do your laundry. You're just not doing it. You need to get up.
And I was just saying, I think that's what it is for me, like, on surface level.
Right.
Just basically.
But you
like,
said it a lot.
and that's what I'm saying, like, but I also wasn't really doing nothing on my own when I was dating them.
Right.
Because when I did actually get on my own, was working and doing that, and I started being out around women, just what do y'all talk about?
Mm-hmm.
What are the conversations like? I was like,
They don't
we're,
talk about nothing.
we're living in two different
worlds.
worlds.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
we really,
Yes.
and I met cool ones.
Yeah.
But it's still like
Yeah.
you don't, you
Yes.
just don't
And
get
I
it
think
for
that's
real.
really
Yeah.
what deterred me younger is because I've always been friends with a plethora of people in different races that the way the white girls acted, even like the Asian, like the way everyone besides black girls acted was, that made me think white boys acted that same way. And I was like, I cannot.
I think
And
that
you know
might
what's
be the
weird for me?
opposite
'Cause
for why I did date white guys, because black girls didn't want to hang out with me. I don't
You
know.
always used to say that.
And I never understood why. I'm
You
not
know
a
why.
I'm not a pretty mixed girl with pretty hair. That's what all the light
But
skinned
you
mixed
were the
girls
pretty
say.
black
But you were the
girl.
pretty
And
Right.
and I
That's even worse.
Yeah.
but you
With
know
the
what's
long
crazy?
hair
But
and
you
the-
know what's crazy? And
The
I
big
don't
old butt.
know why, but I think my body had a lot to do with
Yeah.
why they would ask me if I was having
I
sex.
saw a picture of us the other day, back in the day. I was like, not looking at you like that,
Right.
but I was like,
she always been
Yeah.
nah, but I was like, slim.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you was
Right.
slim. I was like,
Right.
Always
she
been
wasn't
tight.
that little.
Right. She
I was like,
always
right.
been tight, man. And
Right.
I used to really be like, how can I get like that?
Right.
Like,
But it's like, because black girls didn't like me, I just had this mindset that black boys didn't like me either. And it wasn't until
No,
after.
that's why they didn't like you.
But they did. And I didn't.
No, no,
but
no.
I,
Why
you
black
just didn't
girls
know.
didn't
Oh,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
because
yeah.
black dudes
yeah,
did.
and
Right,
I
and you
didn't
just
find
didn't
out
know.
until later.
Because you wasn't in the right circles
they
to even
did.
find out that
Yeah.
they did.
One guy that used to like me in middle school asked me to be his friend on Facebook today, and I was just like, and he was probably one of the only black dudes that made it clear to me that he was interested in me, and I was like, this is weird. And
Right.
like, he don't have no kids, he's single.
Right.
Not that it's a
Right, no, I
attractive
know.
thing or nothing, but it's like, are you still on that?
Right.
Like, let's
Right.
not
Yeah,
say
because
he don't-
because he don't got no kids and he's single.
Right.
He's looking.
right. And I used to have conversations with friends of my other black friends about how many black guys were dating white girls, and it made me, it was such a turnoff. Like, it is really a turnoff. Like, when we went to Louis' show at Woody's, and the table in front of us was pretty much all black guys with white women, and I was just like, that is like an uncomfortable sight.
That's
because
it
I
for me
didn't
and
like
mine.
it. It's like-
But I'll talk to the black dude, and then I'll understand why.
Sometimes,
you
yeah,
don't-
you can.
you
But
don't
but
really
the aesthetic of it just looks really
That's
off.
it. Yeah, it
and
is
it's
off.
like,
yeah.
But I actually like it because I'm like,
I like
I'm
it too because
I'm like, after a while, it ain't gonna be no more white people here. Y'all
Yeah,
keep doing this.
I be thinking that
Y'all
too.
keep doing this.
And
Y'all
but
want to get rid of black people so bad,
right.
But
but
you're
y'all
not
keep
even
doing
realizing-
this
right.
White women
and
are
keep
dangerous.
making kids.
Right.
After a while, all
'Cause
these people gonna die, and all that's left is
these
all
mixed-
these colored
right,
kids.
right. Because it's
But
not
white
just
women
black
are
people that they're
dangerous,
doing
man.
it.
They
with.
Yes.
they don't raise mixed kids right most of the time.
Right.
When it's a white dad, it's a completely different situation than when the mom is white. Not saying that every white mom is doing a bad
Right.
job when they got mixed kids, but a lot of them feel like.
And it's not a
If
bad
they-
job. You don't want to call no mom.
Yeah, no,
Right,
but
no.
nobody does
Yeah.
a bad
Yeah,
job.
but nobody
it's just
does
like
a great
not
job because
conscious.
nobody know what.
they're not
They're not
conscious that
conscious
they're
to
raising
what
black
they-
kids.
right.
You know, they feel like if I just raise them
To be
you know,
good human
to be
beings.
Right.
then that'll
But
be
he's
Right,
not
and
a
it's
human
not
being.
that.
He's a
Yeah.
black human being.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, and
Right.
and even some mixed kids can come out just as dark skinned as you, and
Yeah.
you know, like that. You have to take those things.
Oh yeah,
into
because I thought Blake was
consideration.
gonna be light skinned.
We
I
all
did,
did.
too.
We
I
all
could
did.
not
I thought
believe
he was
Niggas
gonna
as
be
black as me.
He's darker
If
than
not
all of
darker.
our kids.
if not right.
Right,
And I'm
if not
like,
darker.
I love it though. I
Did
love it.
you-
Oh, I love it too.
Did
I
you
love a
see
chocolate
that
baby.
comedian? He's like an up and coming, but he's mixed, but he looks white, like super white. And he was talking about he was at a college party with a bunch of white kids, and they were all one of the white dudes was asking everybody in the circle, how many black people did you grow up with? And he was like, you know, my mom was my only best friend, and she's black, so I was kind of scared when the circle came around to me because I didn't want to tell people that my mom was my only best friend. So when he asked me how many black friends did I have growing up, I had to say 0. I'm like, he
Now
gonna
that
be a
she
good
black.
comedian. Like he's
Just
gonna
that
be
she was
good.
my best
but-
friend.
Right, that's my
Right.
best friend.
It's just crazy how all these type of topics and stuff just like actually matter.
Right,
Man.
right, right.
They do.
It's
But-
but
at the
world where
same
this stuff
time-
matters. Like,
but
why
at
do
the-
this stuff matter?
Like,
But at
what
the
made
same
you
time,
think to
it
ask
doesn't.
that?
That's what I was gonna say. At
Yeah,
the same
it don't.
time,
That's what I
it
mean. And what we're talking about really don't matter. But
Because
because
why
of
are
the
you
world that
asking
we live in,
people how
it
many
does.
black people they grew up around? Like
But
what?
No,
that's
not
crazy
even that. I'm
y'all-
just saying,
your
like, the
dating
thing of,
habits
like,
change. What,
Who
from
we're
just learning
dating,
more
what
as a
races
black
we're
person?
dating, why people react to black people this way, react to white people that
Right.
way, react to Hispanic. Like, all of this stuff don't matter. But in the world we live in, it do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do y'all think your preferences changed? What kind of experiences do you think?
That's what I was saying. Like, that type of stuff, the culture shock for me was like,
Going into detail, I'll tell you like the food they eat.
yep, that
Yeah.
too. So bland. So bland.
And I won't even. It is bland,
Yeah.
but the dishes.
type of dish.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I look at the
What are
dishes
you
they
eating?
make. I'm
Right.
like, who came up with this?
Right.
You ready to go
Like-
eat some squash casserole? Like, what?
Yeah.
Squash casserole? What is that?
Yeah.
What? I don't know. Sex.
Yeah.
It's different. It
Really?
really it's I don't know if. Hey, we on to this whack ass show, so yeah, I like that nasty shit, and I haven't met anybody white that's just like, and they're do shit,
stuff,
they'll
yeah.
do shit,
Right.
But they're
and,
not nasty.
and I
Right.
just like it's just different.
That's
Right.
weird
Like, I be
because
feeling
porn
animal.
makes
To seem
white
like they the
girls
ones
seem
that's
like
bad.
they
Right.
And
They wanna do their
society
work.
will have you think that
Right.
black girls don't do
Do
nothing,
nothing, right.
don't try nothing.
Right.
And every black girl I know, I mean, is down for
Right.
it all.
Right.
And,
I ain't
I
never,
be feeling like
I've never had a
animal with
conversation
black
with a
women.
white girl who's
I be
like,
feeling like an animal with black women.
like, you get to
Um,
go, you get to do. I mean, I don't know
Right.
any black women that are very
Born,
conserved and born when
Right.
it comes to
Right.
sex. Like,
Right.
I'm
But
telling you.
society will have you thinking the white girls is the ones that
Yes.
Hell
tearing the bedroom
yeah.
up.
Right.
that's
And see,
where-
I don't be thinking that though. I be thinking it's the black women and
Yeah.
the Latinos.
yeah.
I be
It
thinking
is.
like
It is.
they the ones that like
But
go nuts.
but that's from your experiences.
Right. Cause
well,
so
I
you
don't know. I just feel that way.
even
I do too, because I'm
Yeah,
not
I
with a
think
white
I'm
woman.
fine.
I
I
never
was
been
feeling
with
like
a
that
white.
before I
I've
even
never
had
been with
sex. I
no
was just
white
feeling
man,
like
and in my head they suck at sex.
They do.
Yeah, in my head, it's always been like
I ain't
that.
never
Like
been
they're
with
not,
one.
and I've been with some, and I'm
In my
like,
head,
they do
say-
not compare.
And I
No,
heard
no.
that they shits is awful.
But that's what I was gonna say next. Their hygiene is.
Yeah.
I won't say it's bad. It's just different.
Different,
It's
yeah.
different. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I just, and once again, if we have kids,
Yeah.
You raising them like this.
I'm like,
Okay, but I
That's
feel
the
like
problem.
I can't get with it.
I feel like men in general, but with white men are more inclined to pick up their woman's habits. So if a woman is cleaning herself a certain way, I've noticed in my
Oh, yeah.
relationships that whatever
Yeah.
man I'm with is doing that too.
Yeah.
So with men it is a little different, but with women, her man is just gonna follow what she
she's
doing. So
Exactly.
That's why
Exactly.
white women are dangerous.
Like I saw this one podcast. It was 3 white dudes and it was a white girl and they was talking about showering. And she was like, yeah, I really don't even wash my legs. I just take care of the top,
I
let the
keep
suns
hearing
wash
that.
down.
I keep
I'm
hearing
like-
that too. That's really a thing.
And then they asked her, they was like,
That's
so how
crazy.
often do you shower? She was like, about once a week. I was like,
that's nasty.
if you're going through something,
For a woman,
Right. That's for a
you know what I'm saying?
person.
Because I know men that go
I
through
mean, yeah,
4
right,
days.
yeah,
but
but-
it's still not okay.
You gotta-
no, it's not okay. But
But you-
but
you
society
gotta be
knows
going through
men.
something. Right, you gotta be
Men will
going
go
through
without showering or doing
And I was like-
for days.
And I was like, what?
But a woman
And
to
you-
say that is like,
And you're telling me that one shower, you just taking care of it. And
Right.
especially growing up with my mom.
Right. Who bathes?
That's
She
right.
don't care if we get home 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
She's taking a bath.
Never
Never not.
seen this
And
Every day. She is
Even
not,
when we be on the
not.
road,
Right.
like, at the
She
hotel.
was
On
there.
our way to come get y'all, we had to keep
So that's
stopping
why
at
I feel
hotels
like
'cause she
women need
can't
to
go throughout the night.
But that's why I
without
feel like women need to be clean. Because my
right,
mom
right,
Yeah.
showed me that
every
women are
day.
clean. Right.
She was every day.
I used to shower like
But
twice.
see,
a
my
day.
dad
Me
would go
too.
2-3
I
days.
used to-
So I do
Right.
that too. I'll go
Right.
2-3 days just working and not
Yeah.
whatever.
But
you know what I'm
he
saying? But if I'm about to
knows-
go out or do something,
Yeah.
make sure I'm clean.
Alvin
But
knows if I'm going through something because if I go
Right,
2
yeah,
days,
you gotta be
showering.
going.
It's like what's
that's
going
how I
on?
feel.
What's
Like
wrong?
if you going
Yeah.
through something that makes sense.
Yeah.
But even
I'm
with that,
only
I can't
showering
just
every
shower
2
once
days.
a week.
No,
I'm,
not
right.
I'm showering at least 3 times
But
a
see,
week.
my mom, I don't even know. You could have been going through something. She still
Still taking that bath.
Depression, who? My
She-
ass is
you know what's
getting
right.
I'm learning like different women's biases when they're going through something, when they're depressed
Yeah.
or when they're going. And I'm like, I really look at her like,
She's a
you are a
thing, dog.
different
She
breed.
is,
Like,
but
You
we've
are a
always said that
different
about her,
breed.
dog. Like she has put up with. I mean, I just cannot fathom some
Right.
of the things that she's
Right.
been through.
Right. But even how she
Especially-
carried herself now.
But
right?
that's what I'm
It's
saying,
like-
especially when you like know her and know that
Yeah.
she don't deserve majority of the things. Like
Right.
it'd be like,
Right.
dog, you are literally cut different.
Right.
You are cut so different,
Right.
and
Yeah.
she is
and
rare.
I mean all the way
Right.
around. She
Right.
is
Like
rare,
every
rare.
stupid thing
Rare.
that men be saying they want out of women, that today's women are like, that's just like
Mhm.
your standards are way too high.
Yeah.
Not in her mind. Like, okay, if that's what you
She-
want,
Right.
And
it's
honestly,
done. Like,
Right.
I'd be liking when the women that I'm talking to or something talk to her.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes.
here's some motherfucking
Yeah.
lessons.
Get some
Yeah.
But they're
You
not
get
going
some
to,
Yeah.
because society is
Yeah.
too strong
Yeah.
on telling
Yeah.
women
No,
that.
no,
no, 'cause
no,
that's
no,
my
but-
experience. Like, I'm learning now that, like, no matter what, for me, every woman just want to ignore or think or have an attitude because you think I'm coming at you on, like,
Some
some.
crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Or
like,
sideways,
and it
like-
was never like that for
Right.
me.
Right.
But now all of a sudden it's like every girl I try to holler at or talk to, you know, I'm talking to a couple, but it's like majority is just like won't even look at you. I can just ask, hey, how you doing? What's your name?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. They
culture-
think
But it's,
Dang.
but it's gotten to a point. I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah,
unless
that you don't
speak
even
to
say
me.
nothing. Yeah.
because it seems like that's
'Cause I'm
what
good
you
either
want,
way.
But then they're
Right.
still sitting at home talking about ain't nobody checking for me.
Yeah.
But look
Yeah.
at your attitude.
It's social media.
But it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Because
They
I seen a
got-
girl
they got
post
plenty
something
of
like that
niggas in-
today. And I commented on it like, what is it about? Because she said something like, what do men think about when they hollered at a girl? Like, do you niggas think, like, I'm going to say something different to stand out, or I'm going to just be myself and just whatever? That was her post.
yeah.
and I was reading all the comments, whatever. Then I left a comment like, I don't get the thing about having to stand out.
Right.
Whatever happened to just call and response? I
Right.
just asked you
Right.
something.
Right.
You respond. If you don't, you know what I'm saying?
But I will say, I see it because I do it. Like I honestly just won't be like, hey, how you doing? Only because I'm seeing how
because I won't do it no more.
If I end up speaking to a woman, like I see a good looking woman or something and I want to holler, it won't be, it has to be out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
It has to be.
She must look way more approachable.
No, not even that. Not even that. I just know. But I'm saying mean, you can be giving a mean face, but if I'm like, I'll even use that in what I say. I'll be like, listen, I know. I can tell by how you stand and you don't want to talk to nobody.
Right.
So just check this out. So nobody else bother you in here, I'm going to be your man tonight. But, and then now she like,
right.
You know,
right.
I know it has to be something like that because I can't, hey, how you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You giving that same thing off.
And that's nuts because it is social media. Because us growing up, social media was just getting started. Because I remember Facebook being a thing when I was like a sophomore in high school. Like they were all talking about it being started.
Right.
And so we grew up with very limited interaction. Like you was on MySpace and stuff, but you weren't like that wasn't
it wasn't
like
no
to
life.
find out
It
nothing.
was
It
real
wasn't
life interactions.
Yeah, but that wasn't your way to find out nothing. It wasn't like
it is
nothing. And now like social media sucks. I mean, there's so many apps for literally everything, and even now people are talking about the apps don't even do what they're supposed to do. You can get killed going on apps now.
So
like
she responded to my comment like, no, it ain't that. People can't do call response or whatever she like, but dudes just come at you trying to woo you with sex or money, right?
But why do you think that?
So, but then I inboxed her and I said, because I tried to holler at her maybe like a year ago, and she just ignored me, and I was like, so I never came at you with money or sex, and you just ignored anything. And she was like, well, I had a lot of bad experiences with social media, so I just kind of stay away from it. And then I was like, oh, all right. But in my head, I was just like,
that's just an excuse.
Yeah, because I started thinking, I'm like, you've had bad experiences in physical life.
Right.
You don't.
So you
I mean,
stay
some
away
people,
from that?
yes, they just stop themselves from even just dating. Like, I'm not even gonna date, but I'm just not that person. Like, I've been hurt and all that too, but I want to find love. Right. So the only way you can find love is by being out here.
I understand the stopping.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying,
Yeah.
but it's also a thing that you can stop, but still want that. Cause that's how I be seeing all these girls act. They not dating, they not talking.
And
but
that's
you still want love. You still want somebody.
If you're putting that off, then you confused.
No, I don't even think you're confused. You can still want that, and you just want to take time just to, until you're ready to get back out there and date. But I look at that like you just wasting a lot of time.
I don't know, cause before I met Alvin, I was on some fuck this shit.
Right.
Like,
he was on everything.
I was, if you can shake a hand, we can make it work. Like, but I was still on, I want to know who I am. I'm not trying to have a relationship, but he was somebody who felt like this was what he wanted.
Put that pressure on you.
That was because he hit me with a lot of the, what you doing, sweetheart?
Yeah, like,
I miss our talk, sweetheart. He hit me with a lot of the sweethearts.
Sweetheart.
I'm asking like because I'll say that too, but it sounds like it's a line or like it's corny, but I would really miss our talks. I'm but so it works, like it feels good hearing it.
I think if the situation is right, because like if he didn't come at me that way at first, and we had stopped messing with each other, and that's the way he came back. So it makes it makes it like reminiscent of the then. But
and see, I'll be like, if I'm really into you and we talking and stuff, when I start texting you or whatnot, I'm already calling you my baby, my girl, my this.
And I think if
if it ain't that, she'll stop calling me. I ain't your, you know what I'm saying? I've had that. I ain't your girl yet.
Look.
Oh, but you saying yet though?
You gotta show me something.
But you said yet though. But you said yet though.
I've had guys that have done the whole baby and sweetheart and stuff, but clearly those relationships didn't work out. But No, I wasn't like that. He wasn't very much like a pet name. I mean, y'all know we would take walks and stuff, and he'd be like, I love this girl.
Right.
Like, he was more of a she's taken, she mine type thing. Like, but over text, it was more of just what you doing. Let's call me.
Just regular talk.
Yeah.
Right.
And see, because it was for us, that was like 10, 11 years ago, so it was a different time.
Right.
Me and Derek sat on the phone all night.
Right.
Yeah.
All night.
Right. People don't be on the phone no more.
No, people don't do that no more. And
you know, I've done that one time, and I remember I was like, no, the fuck I didn't. Because I just woke up and I saw it still on. I was like,
and that was the time of like
all the time.
And that was the time of certain ringtones. So like if you was messing with somebody, they had a specific ringtone and stuff.
But I was like, shit. You know what? We never ended up dating. I feel okay. I got questions. Do you feel like you've ever had like really, really, really good connections with people and it never happened for whatever reason? It's just like it was never a bad thing. It just never happened.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how I feel about Shamel. I feel like I can kick it with Shamel.
Yeah, I feel like I still want y'all together.
Like my whole life, I always looked at her like, man, I would love to be with her, but it just really ain't nothing. It just never.
And that's what I mean. Like, cause it's a couple. I just
because there's no animosity.
Right? No, like, and every time they came over, our family loved their family. Like it was just.
And I felt that way with Lala for you.
And Lala too. It just never happened.
Yeah,
I thought Lala was cool like that.
I think I saw y'all more as friends.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. I mean, I never felt the way. I never felt how I felt about Shamel with Lala.
I see.
But I could see myself with Lala if it had happened.
Yeah.
I feel like that was such a strong bond that it would have
worked. Yeah, because we was that close. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I felt about Shamel.
I definitely think that helps being friends first. Because me and Derek were on a friendship base.
See, not me.
And we were very honest with each other in the beginning. Like,
I'm just a big ass kid, so I'm always friends.
Yeah. Like, you want to get along with who you're with, but like, I think certain things as the foundation. Because even if you see couples like 10, 15, 20 years later and all they do is argue and stuff, it's because the foundation wasn't. And so they'll go through those rough patches. They will just weather that shit out because they were set on something else.
Fuck all that.
But when you get it, you get it.
And I wouldn't say I haven't been, but I'll say not first.
When y'all first met,
I'll say not first, but I've always been best friends with my girlfriend. But we weren't friends first.
But it ended up being.
I wouldn't say he was shy. I would just say.
To me, because we went out when I first met him. We had already been drinking, and we at this restaurant trying to pick up food. Me and Martinique are in the place, and I'm sitting down waiting for Martinique, and Latina and Kiera, I think, were outside, and he was supposed to be coming to get Latina from us, but we were going to meet him for the first time there, and somehow he don't see them outside, and he came inside, and he just sat down next to me and started talking like I was her. And at first I thought he was just a weirdo talking like, whatever, I'm drunk, I'll talk to you too. Like, so we sitting there talking. I don't know what he said, but he said something and I was like, you must think I'm Latina. And he was like, you ain't and I'm like, no, she outside, bro. I'm like, and he just got up and left. Like, I never even knew his name. Like, nothing. He just was like, he's like, oh, my bad, and just left. I'm like, this dude is funny. Then we get outside and she walking. I'm like, this is what we've been waiting on.
I'm so happy I've never been mistaken for nobody else.
Man,
I haven't either.
I haven't been mistaken.
No, people mistake me for you. Yeah, people think I'm you. Or people think you're me. But nobody has ever thought I'm you. Whenever they see me, they think that I know you. They always be like, you know Talina? I'm like, yeah. I thought you was her for a second, but
right.
Yeah. But then I looked and
I get Kid Cudi a lot. What?
But I can see that. I can see that.
Him and
people used to say I look like Gabrielle Union, and I've never seen that. Pleasure P, I can see that.
I can see
yeah,
that.
I can see
I
it.
can see it.
A little.
I feel like I
I
don't
can
see
see
it.
it.
Yeah, people used to say Gabrielle Union to me, and I'm just like, what are y'all on?
I don't get no celebs.
Cause you ugly.
Yeah, right. It's because I'm one of a kind.
There you go, baby.
That's why.
There you go.
I don't see no celebs.
I only had
I
one
don't get no
girlfriend I
celebs.
would consider like a best friend.
Yeah.
Only one.
Yeah.
The rest of them was like cool, like we got along.
Yeah, Derek is the only person I've
But that's almost like a basis for me though.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I
gotta get
like
there.
because there's times where I'm not gonna be romantically into you, and I mean like
Right.
I'm not trying to have sex tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
But I want to sit and just chill and talk with you and watch
Right.
a game
If I
or
can't
something
have
like.
hold a conversation,
But I
with
feel
you,
like that come with time.
No,
I
hell
don't.
no.
I don't.
No, I
don't.
feel like finding out like, oh, this like my best friend comes with time.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like being able to hold a conversation.
Yeah, no,
if I
that
can
comes
hold a
right away.
conversation,
Like, yeah. I'm just saying the certain things to be like,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is like
I'll-
my best friend.
I'll
That
usually
comes with
figure it
time.
out when like something good happened in my life, and that's the first person I want to tell.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if something bad happens and I
Wanna
want
go to
their
them.
comfort.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm a fisher for compliments in my relationships. Like I need to hear you saying that you're attracted
See, I
to me.
hate
That's
that.
bullshit. I hate that shit
I
too.
hate
It's not
it.
really that.
I
It's
hate
just,
that shit.
It's just like
I think I
like
need
tonight
one
when I did my
too.
makeup. If
Yeah.
you don't say,
Yeah,
Like,
I
if
mean,
you
I
don't
guess
acknowledge
that is,
that
I
it's
guess that's
done.
right for a woman.
No, I get it. But
Yeah.
there's gonna be times where you do it and I don't, and now you mad at me.
I
Right.
wouldn't be mad.
Come
I'm just
on,
like,
man.
Maybe I didn't do a good job
Right,
tonight because
right.
he ain't seeing nothing.
And you see,
but-
I try to
And don't be
reiterate.
that.
Yeah,
It's just that.
because I'll try to reiterate. It's don't put so much on my reaction to you.
Yeah, because I
I'm
don't want to
still
have to
with
say
you.
this every
Yeah.
time you do your makeup.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it ain't
still
that.
with you. The
But,
love
like,
it.
I do certain stuff like today. So y'all know I have an Apple Watch, and today we were FaceTiming Derek's sister, and she had an Apple Watch on, and he was like, "Oh, I like that watch." And then she moved her hand, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I just got it." And I noticed it was an Apple Watch. I hadn't noticed it before he said something, and I was like, "It's funny. I got an Apple Watch too." Never heard you say you like mine.
Right.
But the
Now-
thing
now
is,
you like an Apple
but
Watch.
the thing is, it could be anything with his
Right.
sister. Why are you taking it personal?
Because I got an Apple Watch. And I
So-
didn't hear
I
it.
get
Hey,
So
that.
does
I like it.
I
Susan
get it.
down the
I
street. I'm not complimenting hers either.
Don't tell. No, he told her he liked her Apple Watch.
Oh my
He didn't tell me he liked.
No,
her.
I
That's
get it
okay, yeah,
because
right, that's
I can
okay.
walk out of the house with something on my face or my shirt that's like visibly there, and he won't say nothing. And I'll be like, why do you let me walk out of the house looking like this? And I would never do that to you. But then we'll get somewhere and he'll be like, oh, Gene, you got something on you. Like, and I'm like, I walked out of here with a whole cake on my face and you didn't say nothing.
Hey,
like, I'm
sometimes
confused.
It's just relationships are different.
So I
Sometimes
need to
it's
get like men on that.
because sometimes it's just something to talk about. Because we don't usually talk to this person.
Because it make me feel
Sometimes-
awkward when a
yeah.
woman be like, ooh, look at you looking all good. Like, I just be like, dang.
Your
You know what I'm
woman?
saying? But,
Nah, I be like,
Yeah, not your woman, right?
huh?
nah, I
Not
love it
your
when my
woman,
girl say.
right?
What you mean?
If your woman
Your
was
woman
like,
said
That's what I'm saying. It makes
That's
me
awkward for you.
compliments make me feel awkward.
Me
period.
too. Me too. But I
So I'm
want to
just
know
like-
that you acknowledge, not that I'm really looking
I
for a
appreciate
compliment.
that you like
It's just
that.
I
You
want to
looking
know
good.
that you see.
But
I
it
like
just
it.
make me feel like, all right,
No, I
cool.
like
Now
it.
stop looking at me.
What?
Let's go.
Hell nah. Like,
Nah.
usually when I get a compliment, I'll be like, I did it right.
right? I did.
Yeah, that me. I be like, thanks. You know what
I
I'm
did
saying?
that.
And I feel myself for a second, and then, but you still looking at me. Stop looking at me.
No.
We gotta go. Let's go.
But
man.
me, I'm a starer.
Right,
Like,
let's go,
If
man.
my girl's looking good, I'm.
See, I
That's how
am
it
too.
should be.
Yeah,
I'm
I like to
very
look.
much-
That's how it should
But
be.
don't look at me.
Right.
That's how it should be.
I'm a very
And that's
confusing
weird. Like,
person
that's
because
yeah,
I
like,
want
that's
you. I
awkward,
want to
but
know
whatever.
that you
I don't like
acknowledge
it.
me.
I told you one time, I had this girl, she was like, so it's been a week and you haven't noticed yet. I was like, straighten your hair? She was like, no. I was like, you got new contacts? She was like, no. I was like, I'm like, I don't know. And then I was really just fishing. I was like, you took your nose ring out? She was like, yeah. I was like, that.
Like, oh my God.
And this is what I'm saying.
Like,
if
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
notice,
notice nothing that little.
but if I don't notice that, now you
Unless you wearing a
upset.
huge nose
Nope,
ring.
Right.
same as mine.
I think I'm like that kind of. Like if I take
And see
my
that?
tongue ring out,
Oh.
I'd be like, you
But
didn't
I've
notice the
seen
knot?
where it's couples that the guy do know.
Right, notice everything.
Because he watched her.
But
he watched every little piece of her.
I know this
so
after a while.
But no, I'm saying like they know
But
immediately when the change happens, they know.
Oh, you did that.
Right, you took your nose ring out.
Yeah.
No, I be getting it like I could have my
I probably
nose
never
ring
noticed.
in or
That's
out.
how I'm. You know what I'm saying? I
months,
probably never
and
noticed.
And that don't
he'll say
change the
something
like
Right,
you
right.
got.
I still love you.
And I feel like,
Right.
it's
But I
weird.
probably never noticed. But I'm just saying there are men out there that's like,
Oh, notice everything.
soon as the change, 2 seconds into the change, they
Yeah.
like, you didn't got your ends cut, like because
Right.
they just study they
Right.
woman that much. They love them that much that they can't
don't
help
call
but
that
to-
I wouldn't
When
say
I would
it's
get
that.
my
I
nails
don't.
done.
Yeah, I don't call that.
or they
I
addicted to
wouldn't
them
say
so much that they
Yeah,
can't help
that's
but
an
just keep.
addiction, obsession.
Yeah, like you obsessed with this person.
And
like,
That's a fine line.
and ain't
Yeah,
nothing-
there can be a healthy
yeah,
obsession.
because ain't nothing wrong with that.
But but it definitely is not.
No,
Because
I wouldn't
I
say
posted that on Facebook
Me
before. I
personally,
want my
I
girl to
couldn't.
be obsessed with me.
Me
Yeah,
personally,
but
I
there's a
couldn't be.
healthy obsession.
Yeah, not no crazy. You
I
gonna
don't.
kill.
I
people.
don't want you to know that I cut my ends. That's
Right, but
not
but
even
it's
an
like.
inch of hair.
But when I come around you, I want you to want me at all times. Like you always want me.
I'm fearing my life if you know I cut my ends. If I didn't tell you I had an appointment for this, you shouldn't be looking for that. Like,
Don't kill me.
Okay.
Just
Don't
leave.
kill me.
Like,
That's all I'm saying.
I'm packing my bags when I'm
Yeah,
leaving
pop.
if you tell me that you know I cut my ends.
And that's just, I find that weird.
Well,
I mean, I guess it's not, but that you know, or yeah, you're just into another human being that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You can be though.
That's weird.
You can be though.
I'll believe it.
yeah.
I'll definitely believe
I
it.
think some people that's just their natural demeanor to be aware and observant. And
But see, I feel like I'm that, but I'm not up.
But not to the point where I'm. You just cut your hair
Right.
2 inches down.
Right. Like,
Because the thing is, you diet.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
2
notice.
inches is a lot, but
You know
a
what I'm saying.
shredding of ends,
Yeah.
that's not even half an inch
Right.
for most people. So,
Right.
how do you know this? Because it's not sitting on my shoulders the same way it was yesterday? That's a problem.
To you, but to some women, they like, I love that he knows everything about me.
There are some women.
Because
like that.
that'll mean that you know some things that I don't even know about myself or I'm not recognizing about myself. So then if I do something to make you mad, you're going to bring it up against me. And we don't need that.
You just said a lot of assumptions.
Like,
So if you get mad, you gonna bring it up. Like, dang, we know that's what happens in your life.
You want to get
no,
something off
he
your
ain't
chest?
obsessed with
Right.
me like that. That's what I mean. Like, maybe
But
I
how'd
watch
you come
too
up with
many
that
movies.
scenario?
And honestly, I feel like it's
she got
better
that
for.
time in her hands.
I feel like it's better for a
Nighty
woman.
channel.
But she homeschools. I feel like it's better for a woman to be obsessed with
Yes!
a man. To
Yeah, that's why I said I want my girl to be obsessed with
But
me.
a
It's
man,
okay for a
nah,
man to be
bro.
Nah,
And
I know.
even
A man's obsession can go,
Too far.
to
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
and that's a very.
Very
I just want to love you a
right.
lot. I don't want to be obsessed.
Right.
I
Right.
want to be right on the thin edge
But
of
there
like.
That's how you get.
I want to be on the
It's a
edge of like if they
healthy
say he
obsession.
go a little more, he gonna be obsessed. But I want to live at
The
the
line.
edge.
I don't know. I've always thought the obsession in a relationship was sex based, but because I can't see myself being obsessed with how somebody just moves day to day. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can see that.
I just can't.
But I can
But
see it
I
for
can
a
see
woman.
somebody knowing though.
I can see it for a woman though.
Yeah.
And I can just see just some
Just
people.
loving the
Some
way he
people are
moves.
just organized like that they can't even help but know like, okay, I noticed you go to the store every Wednesday at 5:00. You wake up at 6:00 in the morning. You make your coffee. You go to the gym, and then you come home, take your shower, and you're out the door by 8:30. And then
That
you get
sounds
to
like
work by
somebody-
9.
These the questions y'all need to
You know
be
what I'm saying?
asked.
There
That
are
sounds
some
like
people-
somebody who's cheating.
There are
To
like
know
some
somebody's schedule like that.
But not
These
if
the
you've been
questions
around
y'all
long enough
need
to
to
know.
be
Right. I think it's
asking.
okay to know somebody's skill.
Yeah, not if you've been around long enough to know. And then if anything happened, you
You
know.
would know,
Right.
like, hey,
That's
Because
out
she
of the
would've-
ordinary
yeah.
because she would have been here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's like I think like some
Yeah.
people can be way
Nah.
too private. There's got to be a good balance of communication.
Right,
because
Yeah,
right.
for sure,
Because
I want
somebody
you-
is so private with me, I think you
Yeah, I don't want
Then
you to
cops
not be
show-
aware of anything
Yeah,
I'm
cops
doing.
show up like, yeah, he's dead and he was way over
I don't want to
there.
answer when I have no
nothing
clue.
about this
Like,
thing.
they looking at you like you don't know where. No,
I don't know.
Right?
nothing.
No,
You
of course
tell
I don't
me
want it to
nothing.
be
Right.
that. But I just don't want you to know that at 10:33 I was taking a piss. Like that's not necessary.
I feel that.
But some people do after a while. She normally get up 3 in the morning to use the bathroom. My mom do. I'll be like every night around 3:30 she's up.
Yeah,
I'll
grandma takes a nap at 11 p.m.
Yeah. Right.
Not go to bed.
Right.
She takes a nap. Like, she's wild.
And you just know that after a while.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, y'all get up at this time.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Right?
So then it's like you can't help it. It's just you see it so much.
I feel like there's more attached to it though, because like, for their age, of course they're gonna have different schedules. Like,
I mean, unless you were the person who just ain't that organized.
Mm-hmm.
Who
I'm not
every
organized,
Wednesday they go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Every Saturday they do laundry.
Yeah.
Some people
But
don't.
I can't. Well, nah, I can't be.
yeah, I
I'm
could,
like that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
could see myself knowing that schedule, but
But
you're
that's just
talking
part
to
of
Jim
your
on the
day.
phone at such and such. Like that's
But that's
weird.
just part of your weekly schedule.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Yeah.
These are the questions you need to ask people.
Habits.
All right. If not,
Everything.
you're gonna end up with somebody that's wild and crazy, kid.
Trying to kill you.
You,
Somebody who's trying to kill you. You're gonna end up on my
Dude.
channel.
Hey, dude. Y'all remember that show? That
hey,
was a good one.
hey.
Oh.
dude.
So the other day we were watching the new Proud Family on Disney,
Is
and
it the same everything? Like the same actors?
I heard
Yeah,
everyone
some
was
of
pissed
them.
about the
the intro of
Yeah.
sucks, but
What?
and I don't, and I
Pissed.
said that I don't understand why we haven't boycotted this one so that it can change like 50
Like the 56.
like.
Yeah, they did that.
Why
shit
everybody
so
told
good.
Trey Songz the new one.
I
So
was
quick.
like,
They
damn.
played that on one episode and was like,
Right,
never
fucking
again.
right.
I was
Niggas
so
was like, if
upset
y'all
about
don't
it.
take this bullshit off.
So
I'm sure my nigga Trey was hurt.
the girl who plays La Cienega is the same person. I didn't realize it because she sounds a little bit different than she
Yeah.
did before.
They're older. Yeah.
And so I looked it up.
Is what's her name?
It's the
still
girl
Penny
from-
Proud? I mean,
Yeah, Kyla Pratt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
dope.
the girl who is La Cienega's voice is a member from All That. She was in the first cast of
wow.
All That. And I was trying to explain it to Alvin, and I was like, she was in the skit with the two girls on the island. Forever and ever and ever and ever. You don't know
I
who?
remember that.
I don't
No,
remember that either.
he said the same thing, and I was like, I feel like people would know what I'm talking. But that's literally the only skits that she was in.
It sounds.
It's
familiar.
It
Alicia
do sound vaguely
Arlie.
familiar.
She
I
was
know,
with the big
vaguely.
girl, Lorianne, and they were on it was just them two on an island, and anytime somebody
Did they have
remotely
bucket
would
hats
come to save them,
Oh, they would leave
she
them
would
there?
she would push them away.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
Lorianne would get
they ended up
upset.
not wanting to help them.
Right.
Yeah.
But by the end of the skit, her character
I
is
think I do
always,
remember that. Yeah,
it's
for-
okay, we'll be here forever and
I
ever.
do kind of remember
Yeah.
Kinda.
And that's all I can remember from her. And he
Yeah.
said that didn't come to his
Yeah, I
mind either.
remember
That's
that.
weird.
Kind
Black girl.
No, she's Hispanic like.
Remember Taina?
Man.
Remember I used to tape every episode of
Yes.
Taina?
Everyone used to say my name in that.
I used to tape it.
That's how you know it goes.
Somebody
VCRs.
has all the episodes on YouTube, and
I believe it. I will watch them.
I did.
Remember when
Taina was
3LW was on there?
Yes.
Tina was good.
What was their name? Blue something.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they wore blue lipstick.
Yeah.
And blue nails.
I was just like, man, Taina look good. I'm recording every episode. That's when I lived on my side in the duplex. I was taping every episode. Man, just like that. Come on, dog. I was 16 years old with my own house. My mom and daddy did best.
They was something.
My mom and dad was the
You know,
best.
and I be telling people,
They was
I have had quite the unorthodox.
Right.
Yeah.
Like between going to school and then performing and traveling and just doing
What other
wild
family let
shit
you have
our
a water
family
fight
did.
in the house?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, that
well,
shit
I
was
rarely
wild.
have seen, even in the dating game, seeing how just boring
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
families are.
Yeah. And you can see, not this in nobody's parenting, but you can see that through people you meet. Like, your parenting was just
Right.
like, what? Not that it was bad or wrong, but it was definitely different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's some weirdness. Like, But then it's dope to see other stuff too. Like some of the white girls I dated, like they would take me out to their family places, and it'd be like big old ranches and like
For sure.
For
sure.
And it seemed like every white person I meet is like that. Like they got like
the activities are fun.
That type of stuff. And it's
person
like they got 4x4s and
the activities
all that
are
type
fun.
of stuff. And it's like that to me was different too. So
Yeah.
it's like it's not always bad things. Like that was different. I wish when I was kids, like they got stories like when I was 6, 7, we came here in the 4-wheelers and took the boat out.
Yeah.
But we did that shit.
Yeah,
My
but
dad had
not like that though. Like it was theirs.
Yeah,
Like
it's different.
it's theirs. They can go there whenever they want. Or you know what I'm saying? It's different. I only remember going to Granddad's cabin once.
Me too.
Facts.
No,
I got
we
lost in
went
the
twice.
bathroom.
That's okay. He said remember.
Yeah, I remember twice because we went. He just took us and my.
But also that too,
Lewis
Granddad was like
and-
the only one to do that.
Yeah.
After he died, nobody
that's just
got
sad.
all the kids and family together to go do stuff. Even if he couldn't take us out to the cabin, he took
Back
us
to the whole conversation. Would you say he was?
Who, Granddad? I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know for
You would
real.
say he was?
Yeah.
I think he was a Rolling Stone. I don't know.
I just be like, I don't know because all I know is that the only
I'm
two women
saying-
I know he was with was grandma and.
I know that, but what like
Yeah,
the
that's-
stories I hear and
Oh,
But that's just stories I hear. I
the
don't
most
really know.
I hear is like
But it's facts.
the partying, like
Yeah, that's what I be hearing.
I mean, my
about.
dad would say that when they were together when he was growing up, that he would be around other women.
Mhm.
So that I feel like.
But
I
was
just
he
don't know.
attached to somebody?
Yeah,
at
I
this
don't know
time?
if
Yeah,
he
I
was
just
in a
don't know.
relationship during that
Yeah.
time and stuff like
my
that.
dad always had a grandma. I mean, a stepmom.
I don't know.
Or maybe you just called whoever was around at the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it depends, like too, like grandma left
facts
him
are
alone.
blurry.
Like what? He
Right.
just can't date, and he might have a kid,
No,
but
not that, but no. Hey,
Would
hey.
you say your daddy was a hoe?
because that's like if I had Blake all the time, right? And you see me, I'm not with your mom,
Yeah.
So he gonna see.
so you're gonna see me dating, like. So in your eyes,
Well,
when
see-
you grow up,
see-
do you think
see,
that your dad was a
And
hoe?
I was saying that's the difference because me, you wouldn't. You
Yeah,
wouldn't see
if
me.
I had a
dating.
kid, you wouldn't see.
And I'm a single dad. You're not gonna.
Oh,
see
yeah, I'm just
You
saying.
wouldn't see me dating. You
Yeah,
would see
but
me
I'm
in a
just saying.
relationship.
Yeah, you see me in relationships though. Like,
Yeah, but if it felt like to you that it was a lot, to you as a kid, you're like, my dad always dated somebody different.
Yeah,
not that. I'm saying.
Right.
that
Just-
shouldn't be the experience.
Yeah, like you'll see me in relationships,
Yeah.
not just dating.
Because
You
you
know what I'm
could,
saying?
through a child's time,
See
they
you
could
with
see
3, 4 women.
right relationships.
Yeah,
'Cause-
relationships.
But
yeah.
if I'm just every time I'm with my dad and he got a different girl,
Like Uncle Richard.
no.
I know growing up that
He's had
like
a few
3,
relationships.
2 or 3 relationships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they never came off to me like,
he just
Yeah,
bouncing
hoe.
around like.
and so that's why I'm saying that. Like, I just don't know Granddad like that.
Right.
His past that well enough to
Right,
be
right, and that's why.
I feel it.
Like,
I feel it.
When
All I know is
You is?
me. No, I'm not. I'm the first. And you know what's crazy?
do y'all think my dad is?
That's crazy.
And that's what I be saying too. People be asking me that, and I'll be like, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
By my standards, yeah.
I mean,
I don't
I
think
think
so,
it's
just
a
'cause you got a
wild
lot of kids.
situation, but
Yeah, but I don't
I
think
don't
you're
think
a
you're a
hoe.
hoe for that. Now
I think
we
you
may
was
not
doing
know
things you
all
weren't
of
supposed to
his-
be doing. But if you going between 3 women, that don't make you a hoe. You
Yeah.
messing with the same 3 women.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You just going back and forth, back and forth,
but
back
really
and forth,
you're
back and
attached
forth.
to one.
That don't make you a hoe.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it
Well, I
you
will say
attached
this.
to one,
I
and you
feel
going between 3 different women. That one you're attached to is included in the 3.
not,
That's a hoe to me, because you doing whatever you want to.
But what
So
makes
one
him a-
man messing with 2 women and attached to one makes him a hoe if he only having sex with these 2. That's what
he
I'm
having
saying.
sex with who he attached to too.
That's what I said. He having sex with only these 2
Yeah, you
women.
a hoe. Cause what?
But why?
'cause
How
you
does
gotta
that make me a hoe?
Unless you're telling them both the same thing that hey, this ain't.
I'm not
that.
talking about that. I'm not talking about the
But
details
that's-
of what I'm
but
telling
that
both of
what
them.
makes the thing.
You on the outside
That's
looking
what
in
makes
don't
the
know what I'm
difference.
telling them.
Yeah,
I think if it's just one other woman, that's you're just a cheater. But if you're attached to one person and you're continuously going out to different people,
that's what I'm saying. Different people, but it's not different people.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not different people.
If I'm just with two people.
No, she's saying true. Even if you're going outside to one other, that's still one.
And with him, it is. There's one and three others.
To me, that's just cheating. But
I'm gonna say this:
with one and three others,
I just be saying that because I don't know the details.
And that's what I was gonna say.
I don't know if my dad was with my mom or not, or because she always said she wanted him. It could have been times when my dad didn't want to be with her. And then he went over here, even though she's pregnant or had a kid or whatever. How he feel don't matter if my mom is saying I want to be with you, but he don't.
But if
they're not together, and I don't know those details. That's why I'm saying
right.
I don't
so
know.
That's what makes you think that it is.
Because you think they were together,
right?
But then you're
assuming that they was together,
right? What I heard and whatever was going on. In my opinion, based on everything that I do know, he was.
Because that would make me that. If I'm not with my baby mama, then I go over here and have.
You don't go back and forth to her.
I said, then I go over here and have a baby, and now I'm not with her, and then I come back over here,
right,
and get back with her,
right,
have another baby, and then we break up again, and I come back over here and have another baby.
Intent matters, because if you know you're going back.
It's not a knowing thing.
But
it's saying over here just got messed up.
No, it's a knowing thing, and that's the thing.
Maybe in some people's situations,
like
sometimes
it's
not.
In some of his situations, I feel like he did know that he was going back to her.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general. I'm just talking about the whole thing. Like any dude to do that, you're calling them a hoe.
I also feel like with their situation, it is so wild that to call him. Yeah, he was a hoe. But at the same time, I feel like I wouldn't give him the title of hoe because it was these same women. I've never personally heard that there were other women.
Yeah, me either.
I don't know what anybody, but I've never personally heard that it was them and some other women. That would give me hope. That's
why I said I wouldn't call it the whole thing.
These people,
that does not.
That's why I kept asking. That's why I kept asking that.
To me, it seems like all of these women were just accepting what he was doing.
That's why I was saying the same.
That still make him a hoe. Just because they're accepting it doesn't change what he's doing.
But didn't we just say a hoe is a person who goes out here and sleeps with anybody without and don't care?
But they said it with attachment also.
Yeah. I said with attachment.
Even out of his own mouth, he was attached to. But
I don't
one specifically.
I personally, I don't think he thought he was attached until you were born. That's just
Trenton?
Yeah, that's just,
I don't either because if he was attached,
I don't think he thought he was attached until Trenton was born.
Hell no. And that is trifling.
It may be.
It may be, but that's not hoish.
Yeah, that's hoish. That's real hoish.
It may be
that's
trifling,
real,
but
then you also have to think that you going between all these women unprotected. That's
what is the difference?
What you mean?
If Derek break up with you and go have a baby with somebody else and then break up with them and come back to you, he's been with you for I don't know how long. And you're saying that's preconceived?
If he has
intent, it could happen.
What's different is if he does that and has intent on coming back to me. And
but how if you're saying no, you ain't coming back?
Because if you ever been in a back and forth relationship, then you'd know.
But I don't think they all turn out the same way that you went through.
That's not what I'm saying. But
that's what I'm saying. I don't think everybody goes through it the same way.
But you're not having unprotected sex with the same women because you don't intend on going back, is what I'm saying.
But that's the example. They are having sex with the same women.
But
whether it's 2 or 3.
But it doesn't have to be an example. This happened. So that's what I'm saying.
3 women are the same women.
No, this 4. So he intended on going back.
Well, technically, no. I'll say 3 because 1 only, or 2 only. I'll say 2 because only 2 have only 1 child with him.
What difference that make?
There wasn't a back and forth. Yeah,
there wasn't a back and forth.
The back and forth.
It could have been there could have been plenty of back and forth, and they only got 1 child.
And it also could have been he wasn't with my mom at the time.
But I'm speaking on what I factually know, and the facts is that he has only 2 people.
Yeah, I know that, but I will say, you know.
Yes, obviously.
But having 1 kid doesn't take out that he wasn't going back and forth.
No, I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying there's relativity to all of it.
Nobody,
you can say he was going back and forth, or he wasn't. We don't know.
All right.
We could say he was with my mom, or he wasn't. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Ho, yes or no?
I don't think so.
Ho, yes or no?
I say yes, but I have struggled to give that title.
Yeah, it's the
Ho,
title.
yes or no?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, for sure, he's a hoe. It's not like those were the only 4 women that he was having sex with ever.
Right, but we don't know. That's what I'm
never
saying. Right.
He's said these things out of his mouth.
That's gonna be
Like,
the title of the episode. Ho
or no.
I definitely would not.
and
I would
that's
never
not-
even let him think that I think that these are the only 4 women that he.
Okay.
Oh, no, not at all.
I got a fun game. We're gonna go down the line, but only 3 can answer about
Us?
yeah. So
what?
you see
Whether
him.
you think I'm a hoe or not?
You see him out.
Huh?
No, you just see him out as the person
Just
that they
a
are.
physical appearance.
Ho or no?
No.
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 No. I'm gonna give you a no.
No,
You
no.
lucky. You lucky.
Even though she really was out here.
Out here, probably more than anybody.
No, not like that. But
factual.
she was just out like.
Okay, I got
She
a
was out
question. Is that for you strictly on sex, or is it
Yeah.
other? For me,
That's
it's
how
not.
I feel.
Yeah.
For me, it's not just sex, because you can have like, because what I said, being attached to somebody and you just all over any and everybody, that's hoish to me. That you are a hoe, because you may not go further.
I don't feel like nobody attached until you married. This girlfriend, boyfriend thing, whatever. That's okay. But I'm just saying for you to be like, you're attached to me. You can't be out here. Like, for real? There ain't no ring.
I would think it for a
Talina.
second, but no.
No, I don't think so.
Ho.
I definitely
I'ma
would think
give
it
it to
for a
you.
second.
Only because I'd probably see you out.
Yeah, that'd be
And
me
when
too.
I see you out,
Yeah.
you with the whole squad. So
But I feel
you're
like
guilty by
I have,
association.
and I
At that
got
point.
that a lot. But I felt
Sorry.
like they needed someone
Hey,
like me.
all right, you're guilty
Yeah.
by
They
association.
needed-
what I would.
They
I think
needed
you was
someone
too.
like me.
See,
They needed me.
I'm
I
still giving you the title.
Even though
Save yourself. Run
you
away.
can't, because they do too much,
That's
and
how I feel
somebody's
about you,
got to
though,
be
too.
there to
Listen,
reel them
listen,
back
listen.
in.
Guilty by association. That's how I feel about him, too.
Wait, listen.
Somebody got to be
We
there.
going out tonight? Nah, I'm good. We going to lunch? I'll see you there, girl.
No, they
You know,
need
that's-
you when they going out.
Uh-uh.
That's when they need
they don't.
somebody
I know the
to
title
reel
I'm
them
giving
back
you.
They
in.
don't.
Oh, for sure.
They do. So they don't
They
keep
need
making
Jesus.
bad decisions.
They need Jesus.
I had to be that person, man.
All right, Gene.
Oh.
Facts.
Say yes.
Actual faction.
But that's all she said. Thanks. Like it's automatic true.
Yeah.
Ain't no question, nigga.
And that's nuts to me.
No,
No, it's not.
We just sat here
No
and talked
cap,
about how I'm not
facts
in
printed out.
relationships all the time and not bringing
That
them
got to
around
do with
all the time.
anything.
What gives off hoe about me?
So then, what is the whole phase then?
Everybody gets 1 year to do that.
I don't think so.
Everybody gets 1 year to do that. Everybody gets
I don't
1
think
year.
everybody
That
goes
is
through
why
it.
you are a
I
hoe.
don't think. No.
That
No.
is why you're a
No.
hoe, because you believe everybody.
Right, and you right there. That one even came to your head that you ain't do that.
Everybody do get a whole stage. I feel like though. I feel
No,
like you're
that's
allowed
my-
to explore.
No, you might feel like you. No, you might be allowed
She
to
the only
do
one
it.
at the
We
table
got the
agreeing
table.
with you. Real
But this is the
though.
thing. This is how I feel. Everybody might be allowed to have their whole phase.
But
No,
I'm not going
everyone
around.
You choose to take it,
Exactly.
and if you take it,
You
you're
are.
out.
You are a hoe.
You took it.
No.
Who said I took it? I just said I believe
did.
everybody.
You
should.
brought it
I had
up.
a whole summer. not a
Take
whole
that.
year.
Take that. He had
You brought it up.
years.
Now, I had a whole
He
summer.
had S on the
Okay,
years.
okay, for real. What makes you just look at me and be like, yes?
For one, you light skinned.
What?
And
I don't know. I
That's
legitimately think
y'all light skins have no
if
chill.
you
That's
walked
crazy.
through a mall with every girl, and it was full of girls that you thought were attractive, and was willing to give it to you, you wouldn't say no.
Yeah, I don't think right. I don't think that's what I think.
There you go.
That is where the whole
That's wild that you think that less of your little brother. What? Yes, it is.
I think that you be around a lot of good looking women.
Yeah.
And I don't think you about to let any
I don't
of this.
think you not giving it.
At least one of them for the night. I don't think you just about to be like. I don't think you where the situations you be in that you gonna be like.
I'm sure
I'm going home by myself tonight.
I'm sure you've had your times of
I think you just in the room with all of these.
Right.
You've had your times of
And with your gifts and gab, no,
Right.
I don't think you going home alone. And you probably ain't even going home. You going to their spot.
That's
So,
wild.
85.
85. Ho for sure. Ho and ho double. Why?
I don't think so.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Look at
I
you
don't
and
know.
say ho.
Okay.
See, people probably think I'm an undercover.
Nope.
Because I get that a lot.
And that's all
People
I'm
think that I'm doing something that I'm not
Yo,
doing.
I would
one
say
time-
ho and you just low key
The
about
one
it.
time that we ran into each other at the club, I definitely, based off of
He
that,
looked nervous.
you are a hoe.
He looked nervous.
What
No,
happened?
you were very comfortable, like you were just in a
Where
place
was we at?
Azúcar.
Way back in
This
the
was
day.
a long
How
time
was
ago.
you at Azúcar?
I don't remember this.
You weren't there.
I don't remember this.
You were there. No, you weren't. It was me and BK.
How were you ever at
That's
Azúcar
crazy
without
that
me?
you think that.
Yeah,
But that's what I would
just
think.
the way
I'd be
that
like,
you.
This nigga frontin'. Why though?
I don't know.
Cause you friend. You ain't gonna tell us why.
I'm saying, what makes you think that? Cause you're seeing me. What makes you think
Because you
that?
try to keep the
Because
cool
you're not
demeanor.
you're not an ugly guy, and I wouldn't think that you just not getting into nothing.
Right.
But you keep saying you ain't getting into nothing.
Them the niggas that be getting
Right.
into everything.
You're lying.
Yeah, them the niggas that get into everything.
So I'm the only one who comes off not home.
And keep it real. We gonna keep it real with the answers. I really don't though.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, I bet.
Because you a hoe.
Because I'm a hoe.
Well, I was
I
just a
mean-
hoe by association.
I
So it
I
wasn't
don't
me.
think I'm a hoe, but I mean, I probably did have a hoe phase, but
I had.
Most people do. It's
I had a whole
nothing to
phase.
be.
I think I did, but I feel like
It may
I
have
was
lasted a
very-
little too long,
No, mine was very
and I'll be honest.
Yeah.
reasonable. Mine was very
Mine
But-
reasonable.
Mine was reasonable.
I've always been. Moving on.
I
So
always wonder why people thought about me. I'm lying all the time.
there you have it.
Hit something tonight. No, I'm not.
There you have
People
it.
take a lot of things
Sure.
into consideration when they think about somebody's sex life,
Right.
especially if they don't know nothing about it. Like if you a cool person or a popular person, people are
And
gonna
that's
assume,
what
Right,
gets
assume
me.
that you
that
are.
was with
It's not
me
about
because
that.
And I think that's what it is with you. You just popular.
And I'm like, y'all don't want to get to know me
No.
before you put that on me?
No,
Clearly not.
no.
And I
But it's usually not that with popular people because they can get whatever they
But then when I go home,
quote unquote whatever they want. So you think that they're
I
getting
don't think
everything.
you were popular though. I think you was popular.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I wasn't. I don't think I was. Other people tell me I was. But when I go home by myself, I'm like, where's these hoes they say? I was?
Right.
Yeah.
But that too though, I really didn't see a lot of girls at the house around.
Where these hoes
Of course
they
he
say I
wasn't
was.
bringing
No, I'm
them
not at
home.
home.
Right, not at home though.
But how often did you see him at the house?
But you see, I brought everyone. I didn't care.
I didn't bring nobody.
All
home.
I'm saying is, where these hoes at?
I don't even-
I'm in high school. I ain't got no crib. You coming to my mama?
I didn't
Right,
bring nobody
right.
home.
But see, it was different too.
Ah, yeah.
Because he was messing with the white girls, so it was cool.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it
To
was
go to
cool
their
for
house,
them.
they big mansion.
Right.
Yeah.
Mom's not gonna know.
Right.
Right.
Or mom's not gonna care.
Right.
Oh, she's in the den upstairs
Right.
on the third floor.
Right.
You know what's crazy?
Look.
One time that did happen. Like, I ended up staying the night there. We woke up when her mom was just downstairs making breakfast. She was like, "You guys hungry?" I was like,
White people are really different.
Yeah, they wild.
"Right." I was like, "This ain't."
I mean,
And you
I
know,
get the
me and
whole-
Derek be having conversations about how like certain things will go with our boys because I feel like for us we were really stifled
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as like
Yeah.
having the opposite sex
Yeah.
over and
Yeah.
sex and stuff
Kinda,
like
I
that.
guess. Yeah, I wasn't.
Well, because you was
Yeah,
the
'cause I
last
said I really
time.
wasn't. Like
Yeah.
how y'all know Lala and
But I'm talking about like
females that was my friends. They used to
really
just
like
come over.
someone that you're interested like you.
Brittany,
You
able to
weren't.
come
We
over
weren't
all the
having
time?
nobody staying the night.
Oh no, that
in
wasn't
high
happening.
school, you know.
Yeah, that wasn't
And
happening.
you know, like I wonder what the leniency is with white people and why they do that. Like why they
I
feel
think it's
okay
the same as
doing
drinking.
That.
They feel like as long as you're under my roof, I can determine
But
that. Are you being a hoe? Are you bringing 50? Are you having sex with 50
But
men?
then we got 16 and Pregnant show.
And I will never understand it.
But you gonna have 16 and pregnant regardless.
Well, yeah, because it became a thing.
No, I'm saying regardless.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I feel like the show actually enhanced how many 16 and pregnants we had out here because MTV has made.
Oh yeah, because you're making them famous.
Right, and you're paying for everything that they're doing. How often do you go out to eat and you're a grown woman and you're pregnant and you understand that financially I can't go to dinner every night, whereas on 16 and pregnant every time you see them they're in a restaurant.
Right.
Like
it's an unrealistic.
Yeah, like you got this idea that 16 and pregnant is supposed to be just a cakewalk.
But like the drinking thing, I understand and I get and I see like why you would be like then you know they're having somebody staying the night, you know. Like that is I don't get the cultural barriers with that.
Before we wrap up, I got one more question.
Yes, you are.
That's wild. Okay, think about all the wild shit that you've done that you probably wouldn't tell nobody about. Or that you would. Hey, if you're comfortable with it, you're comfortable with it. But looking in the mirror, would you say deep down you're a good person? Not making excuses for yourself, just thinking about all the wild shit you've done. Would you say you're a good person or you just need to accept the villain role?
I would say I'm a good person.
My nigga.
I think I'm a good person.
My nigga.
I don't think
I can say that without saying
I ain't no villain.
Right. But
no, only you know what you've done.
It's either good or bad. That's, you know.
Those just seem, they both seem.
And I'm saying, like, there could be that one thing that's it. That takes you to the dark side.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Both are, like, very opposite ends of the spectrum. I don't think I'm a bad person, though.
Opposites.
I don't think I'm a bad person, but it's like a thin line on good as well.
You don't think you're a good person?
It's not that. It's
I mean, I guess you would have to consider: would you do that bad thing again? Would you be likely to do that bad thing again? Because if so, you a bitch.
But not even that.
Yeah, I feel like that's to consider because you can make a mistake and know that your intentions weren't
to
be
hurting.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you feel like
you know you're being bad at doing it on purpose,
you'll do it again.
You're a bad person.
Some things people do, I believe, are bad and
that makes them a bad person.
But I don't think I'm a bad
person. They might have did it for a good reason, but that makes them bad.
I feel like that can happen.
Think you can,
like you can do
because killing is bad regardless. You might have killed somebody for a good reason, but you a bad person, bro.
And that's what I mean.
You
that's
bad.
the bottom line of it.
I'm a good person.
I'm a good person. I know.
Yeah, I'm a good person.
Okay, and then do you?
No, you answer. Is you a good person or a bad person?
I think I've had to.
You bad as shit.
Nah.
Bad to the bone.
Because I think.
But I strive though, like I actually do sit and talk to myself and strive to be a stand-up man by the end of my life. Like I actually sit and think about that. I want to be that. By the time I'm dead and gone, I want whoever know me around to be like, that was a stand-up dude. So I try to be a good person all the time.
Right.
Because I know my in life goal. I want to be a good person.
I mean, you also have to consider that people's ideas of a good or bad person is also
it's personal.
And that's how I think.
Yeah,
like,
it's
just,
personal.
And I'll say, like, I'm striving to be better every day. But I've been the bad guy.
You think you're a bad person?
I've been the bad guy.
I
think I've been the lovable bad guy.
I think so, based on the things that I do know.
No. Like, trying to be better, but just not knowing better. But at the end of the day, making a decision that's not good. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
You know, even if I was trying to do
And
better,
that's what
I
I'm saying.
didn't.
Like, I know I've made some decisions.
Yeah, but I don't think that made you a bad person. A bad
Right.
person is making a decision that you know you shouldn't be making it this way, and you're doing it anyway.
But
That's a bad person.
But everything ain't.
Yeah, that black and white.
Yeah. Even if
No,
you,
not everything, but
because even if you
everything is based in good or bad.
Because I like, okay, the time I cheated, she was accusing me of it. She was saying I was doing it, like, but I really was giving my all to her, and I didn't want it to end.
Right.
So I'm like, but being young and naive, I'm like, all right, you think I'm gonna do this? I'm gonna give you a reason to do it. At the end of the day, that's a bad thing. I did
Yeah,
it.
but that don't make you a bad person.
How come you know?
Yeah, I don't.
So doing a bad thing makes you a bad person? No.
Yeah.
No, it don't.
No, because if you were in that situation again, would you do that?
No.
Right. So you're
not a bad
person.
Nah, but
You're not a bad choice.
but like I said,
with someone
intention.
who I knew was with somebody else, but at the time, to me, he in a relationship,
And
not
I'm
me.
gonna say
So
that's
I
a
know
bad
what-
person.
wild though.
But
That don't make you a bad person.
Because the intention
But
only goes so
but
far.
At the
act
point,
matters.
yeah.
Yeah, but you're talking about right now.
Yes.
You said all the stuff you've done in your life. Right now, do you think?
But I haven't run into that situation again.
It don't matter.
Or
You grew from it. You already know
Yeah,
that.
you
If
know
you
that
did
you
it
wouldn't
again,
do
you
it
won't
again.
do it again.
You're conscious.
So
to the
right
fact that-
now in your life, you like you should be
but
saying you're a good.
but I'd say by that standard, everybody in the world is a good person.
It's like, okay, this is how I'm looking at it. Earlier today, I watched that. It's the new show on Netflix called "Can't Believe My Neighbor" or something like that. Whatever.
Yeah,
it's
the
called.
worst neighbor
The worst
ever.
neighbor
Yeah, I
ever.
watched
Whatever.
it yesterday.
The first episode, they ended up catching a lady, and she said on camera, "I used to be a good person."
This woman had
But
9
what she
bodies
did,
in her
right? She
backyard.
had 9 bodies in her backyard. Was stealing all of
She
that
was already
Social
on
Security
parole.
checks. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
That's a bad person.
And she couldn't stop
She was
herself.
already
She
on
just
parole.
kept on doing it.
Okay.
Putting people to sleep. That's
already
a bad
She
person.
was already on federal parole.
Right,
This
like,
bitch,
come on.
She's not a good person. You are
Yes.
were already in trouble.
Yes.
And you still chose to put
But
9
for her to say,
bodies
but for her
in
to
your
say,
background, in your
I
backyard.
used to be a good
Right. Like, no, you weren't.
Like that's what I mean. Like I
When
know
you
ain't
were
none of us
5,
did nothing.
Yeah, you were a good kid
Right.
then, but you're not a good person now.
And I know ain't none of us did nothing that wild. where we
Right,
was
like,
all right,
I ain't got
you
no
killed
bodies
9
in-
people and buried them.
You're
Oh
in
yeah,
your
you a bad
backyard.
person. Ain't no
Right,
coming back from
like,
that.
She's wild. And
I mean, and there
it
is
wasn't
coming
like,
back from that.
It
There
wasn't like
is,
she
but-
just kept getting in situations where she was defending herself. She
Yeah.
was luring
And
people
kept lying
into her
about it.
room to be her roommate and slowly
Yup,
killing them. Stealing money from them, lying to their families, like
No, I remember they were saying that she was mostly picking people she knew didn't have family.
yeah, but some
So
of
once
them
they went
whoever
missing,
had
ain't nobody
families,
really
right?
looking for 'em.
But remember the two
Yeah, the
sons
two,
kept
yeah.
to, and she just kept lying
Right.
to them like, no,
Oh,
she,
what? So
I'm
we
taking
know the details, so we bad? Oh, that's true.
I mean, unless you out here doing shit like that, I wouldn't.
And that's why I be like, man, this some
Right,
bad
like,
people
there
in
are
this
bad
world.
people out
So
there.
for people that simply don't think if you yourself don't think you're a good person, like what is you capable
Even
of?
a
Like,
serial
I think
cheater
people
is
are
not
just
a bad
critical
person
of
to me.
themselves.
Even a serial cheater
They
would
are
not be a
bad
bad
people.
person.
yeah, no,
They are
that's
They
not
are
a bad
bad
person.
They are.
No,
bad
I
people
think
to me.
they
No, that's
just
not a
aren't
bad
real.
person.
I feel like for real, some serial cheaters just don't realize that they're hurting other people.
Yeah, or don't care. Like they might be.
Well, that's a care
They
if you
might
don't
be a
get bad person.
No, I'm saying they might not be in the situation for that, but the other person is.
But
Well,
if you,
that's just-
but that's still you just not giving a fuck. So
And you
Yeah.
find out that they are, and you still
Yeah,
don't
you
care.
still do it.
a bad
Now
person.
there are
Yeah.
some legit people who are cheating and don't realize that it's hurting people like the way that it does, and so they don't
Yeah.
feel they're doing anything wrong. But there are some people who legitimately feels like I don't give a fuck
Right.
if you're
I'm
crying
gonna
every
do
night.
whatever
I
Oh,
want
I
yeah,
wanna
see,
do.
that's messed
You're a
up.
bad
You're a
right,
bad person.
like
Don't be that person, guys.
Yeah, that's a bad person.
That's
be
come,
that
and
person.
there's lots of those bad people.
They are.
There are
Don't
a
be
lot
that
of those
person.
bad
People that just randomly want to kill just random people.
That's
you
a
a
bad-
bad person.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer is a bad person.
Right,
Like
you
you
just took
seeking
random-
people to kill for what?
Don't be that.
Ted Bundy, a
Ted
bad person.
Bundy is
Like,
a bad
He was
person.
the baddest.
He's
was a
wild.
Bad, he
Yes.
was a bad person.
What's her name? There was a movie called Small Sacrifices. I don't remember her name. Diane something. She killed her or attempted to kill her kids for a
Keaton.
man. Like, you're a bad person for that.
Diane Keaton. No, it's not.
How would you feel finding out your
Diane
spouse
Downs,
is a serial killer?
My spice is a
Spouse. But like you get like the ink, like you hearing all this news stuff, and you like keep putting two and two.
No,
and
imagine
two
that being
together,
your
like,
parent. So two.
That's actually pretty straight. Like, I'd be like, just get out of here, like, whatever. But to find out that your spouse is trying to kill you, that's something even worse.
Right.
Like, I've seen episodes of stuff where,
I think even
like, this
finding out
husband,
that
they
my
had to
spouse
get a
is
knock on the door in the
serial
middle.
killer
That's wild.
that would freak
Yeah,
me
but they're
out.
not trying to kill you. It would
But
freak
you
me-
never know.
No, I'm saying it would freak me out, but you're not trying to kill me. That's cool, but just stay away from me, bro. Like, I mean,
That's
like, come on,
wild.
stay away from me. But
That's a different
to
position.
get a call, like, or a knock at your door and it's the police saying, yeah, your husband was over here plotting on killing you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
That's what I'm saying. That's worse. Like,
Ted Bundy's girlfriend, the one he didn't kill, was
Yes.
very much just like, okay,
yes.
I want nothing
Get him
to do
away
with
from
you.
me. Yeah, because you ain't gonna kill me, and that's
Right.
cool.
She knew he wasn't.
But
gonna do
you
it
trying to
her.
kill
This
me?
is a wild ass world we live in.
Yes.
These people did this shit.
Yes.
Please,
Everyday
just
people.
stop 10
Think about it.
seconds, take a breath, and watch this whack ass show.
Okay.
And I promise you'll be feeling better. This has been episode 5 in the
It's aight.
motherfucking bag. We thank y'all for still tuning in and watching and listening, because you know we got that hot shit. And whatever you want to hear, drop it down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe.
Press that
and
like
we
button,
gon'
share.
see you next time.
Hit
on
the
Wham.
bell.
And Frico. This is a whack ass show.
Bow.
I didn't think you was gonna say that, but I was gonna cut
Did
you
you
off.
say
All right, that's what I said. Not
I said, no.
No, you definitely.
No. We got it on camera. Run it back, man.
I said the same thing. Not.
We got it on camera, man. Run it back.
And
I
with
said,